Welcome to Sunday League Podcast. You know we can talk trash. If you ain't with it, you can fall back. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast. You know we can talk trash. If you ain't with it, fall back. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast. Welcome to Sunday League Podcast, the podcast.
What's cracking, you fucking bush leaguers, and welcome back to Sunday League the podcast. This is episode 132. My name is Bowski, and I have a very special guest tonight. His name is Justin Upchurch, the face of the Upland Mets, also known as Stino. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me. That was a great introduction.
Yeah, man, pleasure to have you.
Oh, yeah.
DH and Fitz are not on the episode tonight. It's just you and me.
Oh, yeah, getting creepy.
Yeah, man, it's going to be creepy. We have no outline. We're just going to sit down and we're going to talk. We have some Sunday sound off. We have some Let's Play Ask a Met.
Oh, yeah. Kiss a Met, maybe. 7 minutes in heaven. Let's see how the night goes. Maybe
7 minutes in heaven.
Yeah, maybe we'll talk about like who we voted for, too. Maybe the episode will just get weird.
Who we voted for?
I'm just kidding.
Hey, man, you know I don't go to politics here. So, yeah, man, it's been a long time coming to have you on the show and stuff. And like I said, we don't have too much of an outline. We're just going to kind of go through and see where this conversation takes us. I mean, we might take 30 minutes. We might take an hour. We might take 3 hours. Who knows? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Justin, I've known you for a while. Mm-hmm. We've had a lot of conversations.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen your growth.
Thank you.
It truly is amazing just to see like when I met you and how far along you've come. You've come and stuff. But
oh yeah, you've seen how far I've come.
That's what she said. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Like who you play with. Obviously, you play with the Upland Mets. How you know these guys, and tell the people about yourself a little bit.
Well, I met Big Ass E like first day of kindergarten because we had the same shoes. And I was just like, yeah, I remember because it was like kindergarten. Like the teacher was trying to like show us. Her name was Miss Bassett. I had Miss Robinson. Then we were in 2 separate classes, but they brought them all together because we're like 5 and 6 first day. And I remember her like just trying to make us friends. And she brought probably like the ugliest child I've ever seen. Just like walk up to me and he's like, "Oh, we have the same shoes." And I was just like, I was like, well, good thing I'm never going to see this guy again. And, like 20 years later, we're still like, tied to the hip or whatever. And it's pretty funny. He would always funny story about Big Essie. He has no he doesn't care. Like, especially at that age, he would like my mom would be picking me up in like the pickup thing, and this before my mom, me and Ethan became like really good friends. Like kindergarten, he'd walk up to my mom and like knock on the car door and be like, "Are you gonna come to my baseball game?" He's like 5 years old. My mom was like, "I don't know you. You need to go find your parents. I don't want to get in trouble." And it was just so funny. And his dad was actually there's a picture of me and Ethan in first grade. His dad was our parent helper. And I have no idea why Chuck was the parent helper, but
his name was Chuck.
Yeah. So
just the fact that you call him Chuck.
Yeah, and
it wasn't like Mr. So and so.
Yeah, that's Chuck. I mean, we call my dad Jimbo. So yeah,
really?
We come from the
It's not like the Jimbo from like the radio station, right?
No, it's Jimbo. It's Jimbo from Dallas County Prison, and they're just kidding.
Oh shit!
No, I'm just kidding. Jimbo will be listening. Thanks for listening, my God.
Hell yeah!
But yeah, there's it's pretty funny. But I met that guy, and then obviously grew up playing baseball. I met Colby. I met Colby through Ethan, and all these guys on the team. I've known them since we were all like 8, 9 years old. Yeah. Like I've known Fabian since he was like 7, and I was like, I'm a little bit older. I was like 12, 13, and he was like, actually, because he's 20, I'm 24, so it was like, but I met him when he was 7.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I've known like all these guys on our team for years. Like we grew up in Upland playing baseball, and because we grew playing up this thing called tennis ball baseball that was happening behind our Little League fields during the game, because everyone, if you played at Upland National, it was always about tennis ball baseball.
Right.
Like during the time we were there, and they were like the real games are happening behind the field.
Oh yeah.
And we'd all grew up playing that. Like everyone, like all the parents and families know each other and stuff. So like when there's a Met, like there's a background, everyone's like known each other, and it's really cool. Like all my teammates, I've known them for years, and that's what makes it so special.
Yeah.
Grew up in Upland playing, and it's super fun, man. You would have been a Met if you were.
I would have been a Met.
You would have been. I mean, because we click on the same thing.
Of course. Oh yeah. We've been talking for you got here about 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock now. We just barely hit fucking record.
Yeah.
Good stuff. We've had some. I probably should have just hit record and just see where the conversation had taken. Because we've talked about a lot of shit. But you've done. You're in the content game. Mm-hmm. You know. You did built different. Mm-hmm. You've done. What was the Upland Mets? There was an Upland Mets podcast. Or was it just Mets? What was it called?
The Upland Mets podcast is something that we're still very much working on. We just need to get the right people on it. Mm-hmm. And that idea is very much like still in the air. Like it's gonna happen, and there's gonna be like we're gonna have merch ideas because trust me, like we all want to do. People love the Upland Mets or you hate them, and we're gonna do whatever we can because we get so much support from like the city.
Yeah.
In general, and like obviously people hate us too, but like it's nothing too personal. Like we just love what we do, and we love being hated. It's really fun. Yeah. So we're gonna let's make these shirts. Let's get it. You know, we have an idea, simple like just through the Instagram Cash App. So we're all still designing it because a lot of the guys on the Mets work in that content idea of creation, and it makes it so simple when you have 12 guys on your team that already should have a movie about themselves. And when you put all these heads together, there's a lot of good ideas, a lot of crazy ideas and horrible ideas, and ideas I'll never mention on here because that's a part about being a good teammate. But you know,
right. Camaraderie, dude. Like a lot of males, I think they lack camaraderie these days. Generally, I think like you know, I'm probably like, how old are you?
I'm 24.
24. I'm about to be 38. So I got 14 years on you. Yeah. Jesus Christ. That's crazy. I was a freshman in high school. You barely be. That's crazy. But shit. Or maybe no. I wasn't graduating.
You were trying to get in, and I was trying to get out. If you know what I was saying at this time.
That's hilarious. Yeah. So yeah, man. Like you know what I didn't ask you. Mm-hmm. We didn't go around the horn, man. What's your fielder's choice? I know you're almost done with it.
Yeah, I got a Jack and Coke, and it's in my Donatello.
Donatello, yeah.
And I got the glass thing, and it's really good. And it's got the straw. It's that little IE favorite because we're like, "Hey, fucker, you got to drink it through the stall. You get a little bit more fucked up." And I'm like,
you got a nice IE accent. Actually, that's more of like a Latino San Bernardino accent. If we're being fair,
I have a background with some people there, so yeah. Okay. All fun though. Like I love all you, but you know.
Are they listening?
No, it's for the women.
Oh, for the
you
ladies.
Know if you're listening to, you know who you are, girl.
For them ladies, yeah. We don't discriminate here, I guess. Oh,
yeah. Also for the guys too. You know, I swing both ways, but on the field I bat lefty.
You're wild, man. Yeah. I'm not sure that I can keep up with you, but so tell us a little bit more about like you did Build Different. Mm-hmm. Are you still doing it?
I am not, unfortunately. No.
You want to talk about that a little bit or no?
I could talk about it. Okay. It just comes down to two people disagreeing, and you know, obviously, I mean, I'm not gonna say like too much because it's like personal, obviously, but it's some people shouldn't be doing shows together, or like there's two people that could be good friends, and then you get into like a business with them or whatever, and things get weird.
Yeah,
it's nothing crazy, you know, but yeah, we just agreed to go our separate ways. I wish him the best because I don't dislike the dude. If I saw him in public, obviously I'd say hi to him. Like Schultze's still a guy. Like he texts me happy birthday. Like there's no hate towards Schultze whatsoever. Nice. I'll say his name. Like it's not like, oh, I'm not gonna say his name. No, it's Jake Schultze. Like go follow him on Instagram. Secret, you know, like no, he's funny. But yeah, some people shouldn't be doing things together. You know, and that's what happened. It just ran its course.
Right.
But it was a good show and we had fun. You know.
Yeah. No, I definitely paid attention. I know when Fitz hopped on, I was on there. I was like, oh, let me listen to this shit because Fitz was doing a nosebleed at the time, which I think maybe was like his like little unofficial tryout. Mm-hmm. I think he knew exactly what he was doing.
Oh, Riley's smart. He knows what he was doing.
Riley's very smart.
I'll tell you. No, he's the smartest guy I know.
Oh, yeah.
Creepiest too. No, I'm just kidding. No, I could tell you. I mean, I called, like I said, you know, I was like, you need to get into this.
Yeah.
Because I told him on the show, and he was just like doing the Tour Day Sunday League. I was like, and you know, there's that joke he plays on a lot of teams. Yeah, but use it to your advantage. Not everything has to be negative. Mm-hmm. That's what happened with Build Different. Like I could just sit back and be pissed about what happened, or I could be like, okay, this is a cool experience, and you know,
yeah,
it's a cool thing. Not everyone can do everyone can do a podcast, but like not a lot of people just go did it. I went and did it, you know, and like it worked out. You know, I mean, it helped build my stuff.
It takes a lot of know-how, a lot of like I guess marketing, like through a social media platform. Yeah, I know I try to do it on the Sunday League account. It's difficult as fuck because I'm kind of like my hands are kind of tied behind my back with time. Mm-hmm. I'm just kind of strapped for my time and stuff, but so it's difficult, you know. It's
absolutely.
You have to stay 100% committed as best as you can, 100% of the time, and it's hard. it's hard. You know, for me, I'm a little older. I got kids and shit. You know, I gotta keep the wife happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so you know, Fitz joined the show fairly recently. You know, and you've known Fitz for a lot longer than I have.
I knew him.
We have, and so tell us about your relationship with Fitz. Like, how did you guys meet?
It's pretty interesting. Because we're probably two separate. Okay, he's really funny. Actually, I met him when he moved here to Upland from Colorado, and he had blonde hair, and he wore
blonde hair.
Yeah, he didn't know about this.
Like bleached hair,
bleached blonde hair, and he would
like he was intentionally blonde.
Yes,
come
he was
on,
intentionally
Fitz,
blonde.
clean it up, Fitz.
And I don't know if he'll kill me for saying this, but he wore a fedora and suit to school in elementary school.
Oh no,
he was that kid. Yes,
fedora.
he was. But I will say this.
Put that on.
He's been a Rockies fan forever, though. He's definitely a Rockies fan. You can't rip on his passion for the Rockies because he actually is a diehard Rockies fan.
Yeah,
I'll give him that. But yeah, he was on the Sunday. He was on the Mets too. You know, and me and him have two way different careers when it comes to it. His he was a very good player for us. I wish it worked out. Obviously, you know, not everyone's meant to be on the Mets, and you know that he's still a funny guy, and I still like wish him the best. I literally was just the hockey game. He's my friend.
Yeah.
You know, like not everything has to be like so tied into this one thing, but you know, when you're a Met, it literally is.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird for someone not to be as bought in as you.
Right.
But like he's still a good player, and I hope there's a team that you know uses him. Hopefully he gets better because I wanted to see the Fontana thing work out, the Marlins.
Yeah.
But I think he should go to you know, the Hammerheads could use more pitching, and I think that would be a good spot for them. You know, because we're gonna take Ricky. So. I'm just kidding.
Shout out Ricky D.
Shout out Ricky D.
I don't know. I mean, so we have this group chat, right?
There's
a group chat that it's not really like Sunday League, the podcast sponsored. It is, but it's not. So it was like kind of originally intended to be like a communication platform for the pickup game that we never had. Mm-hmm. You know, just because of the fucking weather, bitch ass weather. The rain. Nobody likes the rain, bro. Like, I hate the rain. I'm sure you hate the rain.
I like the rain for a day because I'm a guy who likes to go on walks. I like to go on walks, so the rain, like, it'd be one thing if it's misty. I like rain at night, if that makes sense. I like the cold, and I don't mind, like, the hot or whatever, but I like the mist, but sometimes I'll be right into that, and I can't get my steps in. But I still get it, and I look like a freaking like guy who thinks he's in his own movie. Yeah, I feel like people are gonna say, like, look at this weirdo.
The summertime sucks, bro. Like it genuinely. Like I hate the summer, dude. Like I don't want to be outside. I hate the bugs. I hate bugs. Dude, just like little mosquitoes and shit. Like I'll be like full long sleeve in jeans. Like I don't wear flip flops. I don't do that shit.
Oh, dude, I can't walk outside barefoot because like I get bug bites.
Well, it's gross.
And it's also gross. Like, you know, unless you have a foot fetish, I get it. You know? But
there's some motherfuckers out there that they got a foot fetish. Man.
Everyone's got their little creep about them.
Yeah.
I will say I'm not attracted to feet, but I do like putting them in my mouth.
Oh. Well, there you go.
I don't have a foot fetish, so you know what I mean? Like, if you're really into someone, you'll do it.
Of course.
So, like, there's going to be someone.
But I'm sure if there was some ugly toes, you ain't putting those.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm not putting your ugly grippers in my mouth.
Gargoyle nails and shit.
Ooh. Man, that's icky.
Yeah, man. So,
I'm sorry about this.
No, you're good.
My relationship with Fitz is
that's right. That's
it's always been pretty interesting because, like I said, like we have the same interests and stuff, but just two separate, like, different people. And you know, the Mets stuff got tied into the friendship, and that's what me and Ethan's is with the Mets too. I mean, all of our friendships are tied in with the Mets as much as we're all good friends.
Yeah.
Like, if you did like fuck over the Mets, you're probably not gonna be like looked favorably like in like the friendship. You know what I mean? Like, if I like screwed the Mets, that'd be so fucked up. Yeah. And like me and Ethan would still be friends, but it'd be, you know, interesting. So, but you know, I'd never like leave the Mets or whatever. I would never like. Sometimes I talk shit, like, come get me, you know. But you know, we all know I ain't leaving the Mets.
So we'll get into like how the Mets kind of all started off.
Of course,
you know, Mets are obviously like coming up. Like a lot more people out there know like who the Mets are, the Upland Mets are and shit. And like for me, like, I guess we'll get into it. We'll get into it during Sunday sound off because we got a lot of Sunday sound offs.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, let's get into. You want to get into like our Sunday sound off? I mean, fuck
hell yeah, fuck
or you want to talk about? Let's get into the FBL real quick.
Of course. So ask me any questions you got about this league right now. Hell yeah.
I know you got several opinions. Let me ask you one thing. All right, so I'll preface it with this. Like, so my wife and I, we woke up early. We got the kids up early. We went to go. We got up early to go watch the Aztec League top division championship game. Right, featured the NY Yakis, the not your Yakis, right, and
not your Yakis,
and
the good Yakis,
and the Hammered Heads. From the Hammerheads used to play in the FBL. They shout
out to Mike Gregg and all the guys over there.
Hell yeah, a bunch of fucking studs, right?
They could hit, dude.
Yeah, they're grinders, dude. They ball. They're scrappy.
Yeah.
So the wife and I and the kids, we roll up to the field in Moreno Valley. So I live in Rialto.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
It's a bit of a drive, but like at least I missed game 1 because I helped out the Fontana Marlins in a practice game. Missed game 2, helped out the SoCal Tropics in a practice game.
I saw you, my dude.
Yeah, man.
You saw us play for a little bit.
That's right, yeah. I got Ethan on video. I'm not gonna say what happened, but I got Ethan on video. And so I told myself not missing game 3. All right, not missing game 3. So the Hammered Heads, they have their championship in the top division Aztec League at 9 a.m. All right. And then they start game 1 in the FBL because they're coming back to the FBL, Fontana Baseball League, at 12:30 against you guys. As a matter of fact, the rain cancels all the games. Well, it cancels at least your guys' game at Fontana High School. We get there, nobody's playing. There's no game started, nothing. I'm like, what's going on? We roll into the parking lot. All the Yakis are in the parking lot, like just doing their thing. Like, well, what's going on? Well, I tell the wife, hey, I'm gonna go see what's up, see what's cracking. Meet up with the Hammered Heads. They're like, all the gates are locked. There's nobody here. And there was an umpire in the parking lot, so like there was full intention on playing this game. Gates are locked or whatever. They're thinking about one way or another getting onto the field. I'm not gonna say how. One way or another getting onto the field to.
I have some ideas.
to get some work in, basically, because not only did their championship game is like it might be postponed, but at least their Fontana League game got postponed. That's later in the day, right after their championship game. So my question to you is, what are your thoughts on the Aztec League? Because has the Upland Mets ever played in the Aztec League?
No, but we were about to. Because the rumor was we were about to get kicked out, and we weren't going to go back to Scalable because it's too expensive. So the Aztec League, and obviously the ego part of you, we're like, let's go get everyone in this fucking city in the IE, you know what I mean? But like, we're gonna stay in the FBL. But that's when also the thing about it is, before we talk about the Aztec League, this has been the longest drought. Like this. Such a drag for this championship series,
right?
Like I'm like, and our season got postponed. We're not gonna play this week because it's gonna rain. So it's just like, dude, why are we even doing this? Like, dude, just let those guys go play right now. Get it on a Saturday or some shit. Because
play somewhere.
And of course, our team got fucked over because we're a 12:30 team. The reigning champs got 12:30 game,
right?
And have to wait for I'm not like talking shit about the Hammerheads, obviously, but I'm like they have to wait for them to come from Moval.
Right.
You know, so it's just like
I'm sure if that game would have dragged longer, you guys would have waited.
Yeah, we would have waited
out of respect for the Hammerheads, right?
Yeah, for Hammerheads, Mike, and all those guys. But like they gave us it gave the Mets a shitty situation too. Yeah, because it's like, okay, so they have to go play a game, and then we have to wait for them to come from Moval. If they did it in Ontario, it'd been more like, because we're not gonna be like, oh, you're not gonna be here. That's not how the Mets are.
Right.
And because we like Mike and stuff, like obviously we all shit talk each other, but Mike's a great guy, you know what I mean? Like he's a chill dude, and he's like puts out like his culture over there is like it's hard to pluck guys from like the Hammerheads, Mets, and Tropics, simply just because culture stuff. But yeah, they fucked,
dude. It's all about the culture. This episode is called The Culture.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's fucking go.
And some teams got to play today, and that's gonna make things weird. And they're dragging from this, so it's just like this is such a weird time because like I know we're all excited to get back out there. Yeah. But just also start like in February or some shit, man. Like now that like one team played a game, we gotta wait for these guys to play a game, and it's gonna drag to next week if we're gonna play them again. It's like, oh man, this sucks because we're all excited to play. Like all of us are down to play like right now. You know what I mean? They should have just let them play it. I know it came down to the whole like warning track thing, but come on, dude, like it's a warning track.
So what you're referring to is like I guess after I left, because we were there after I left, it seems like a city worker because it's a city park, but it's big enough, the field is big enough to house a Sunday league game, you know. It's 350 like all the way around, like 350 in left field and right field, to me sounds deep.
Yeah.
350 in center field sounds short. Like it's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
So it's like, to me, I just picture like a straight fence, right? It's not a straight fence.
Baseball fields are weird.
Yeah, baseball fields are fucking weird. But so we left. I guess a city worker rolled up and he went like to quote unquote inspect the field. And mind you, like I went to McDonald's and then came back just to see like if maybe both teams ended up on the field, then we would have ended up staying. But no, man, the Yankees were chilling in the parking lot, and so it turns out that the city worker deemed the warning track quote unquote hazardous.
First of all, when you're running on the warning track already, you know you're already gonna die.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a warning track. Like I know like it's not the best.
And then it's like there's only 3 dudes out there. So.
Yeah. It's not like the infield is like has water all around it. You know what I mean? And even if there was water, like these dogs are down to play, Yankees and Hammered Heads. They'd be like, if that field was flooded, they're ready to just let's get it over with. You know what I mean?
Like they've played 2 games already. Like the Hammered Heads won game 1.
Yeah.
The Yankees smoked the shit out of them in game 2. And so like game 3, do or die. Yeah. You win. Hammered Heads are like, I'm sure I'm not speaking for them, but I'm sure they just want to get it fucking over with.
I know both teams do. I can't even imagine being on a championship series right now for multiple weeks, just wondering how we're gonna how it's gonna end. Because just think about it. Like when we lost game 2 against the Royals, how long of that week was. And when these guys lost, when they beat the team in spring, I wasn't on the spring team. A lot of us came back, stacked that team, won the championship, and we got better. We brought we brought in Tay, Tuck, Dre, me, Cody, to a team that just won it. So it's like we're gonna win it again. Yeah. But no, like
but
they won, they lost a game 2, and they had to wait that whole week. Like it's so long. Like I can't even imagine these guys are gonna have to wait multiple weeks. Dude, that sucks. And first of all, I don't think the Aztec League. Okay, so my thoughts on the Aztec League are, if you have a bad rep, right? Don't use your Instagram as like your personal Instagram. With all due respect, but it is.
Yeah. Okay. With all due respect.
With all due respect, because first of all, my Instagram is meant to be funny, right? And like obviously shit talk.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm doing that on the Upland Mets account because I don't run the Upland Mets account.
Right.
But I wouldn't do that on the Upland Mets account in general because you're just trying to, or if I ran the Fontana League or whatever, like there's just no way you should be doing his stuff isn't horrible, but like, you know what I mean? Like it's not bad. Like it's just like family stuff, it's so hard to talk about because he's like enjoying his time and just like, he's at the go-kart race, he's at a go-kart track, so it's like,
but if you're at the go-kart track, bro, like make sure that your fucking league is taken care of.
Yeah.
Exactly. Make sure that, if I was him, I'd be like, yo, I'm going to have to pay you again to get this fucking park league, like the city park, just so these fucking teams can get their fucking game over with.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and not fucking teams. I retract.
They should play that shit in Ontario, man. Just play it in Ontario. Moval's.
Right.
Is anyone even on the team like over in that area? Like,
I don't think so.
Because I know
most dudes. I think the Hammerheads, like they're generally like in the Colton area.
Yeah.
And I think the Yankees, they're more Ontario area. Yeah, so it just makes sense. Like,
or just playing Fontana. Because I know they played at Summit once, right? Or some shit. Because I see some things from because you play anywhere, man. You could also play at Community Park in Redlands.
Yeah, that was a Fontana thing.
Yeah,
Fontana League
I hate
thing,
that field. We played Pony All-Stars there. That was a Redlands.
Oh, that field sucks. That's where we had DH's
the thing?
The pickup game for 2021. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Redlands Pirates old home field before they they disbanded.
But I think that was a COVID thing.
Yeah,
it was a COVID thing. It's not that field sucks ass. It's deep as shit. Mm-hmm. It's like 400 down left field line.
Tay our catcher Tay hit a dong there, went yard.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It was smoked, man.
Nice.
That's a hard place to hit one out.
Yeah, dude. It's deep as shit.
Center field's like 755 feet. Man.
Tell me about it. Yeah, that shit sucks. So Aztec League, clean it up.
Yeah, clean it up. I mean, you can't. I mean, it's one thing because for me to talking about teams is different than talking about the league.
Right.
Your league, as much as we give Scabble shit, the guy Pat runs a good league. Mm-hmm. It's it's pricey or whatever and stuff like that. The comp's not there, but he does a really good job at running his league. Like this doesn't happen over in Scabble or even the FBL. You get all these guys losing fields at Aztec and stuff like that. And it's one thing to be like, oh, this team is like a bet because I play on the Mets, right? So it's gonna be like, oh, he's bad news, right? But like as a league, like you're supposed to be professional.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Definitely.
You're supposed to be professional.
Which is like you shouldn't be posting that you're at the K1 racing go-kart track.
Dinner out with the wife, you know? Like, with all due respect, obviously. Like, I hope he's having a good time. Like, I don't mean this negative towards the dude at all, but like, make one for Aztec, you know, and like make one for yourself. You know? Yeah. And I'll follow the one that you're doing personally. You seem like a good guy.
And we all do that.
Yeah,
we all have, like, I mean, I do the Sunday League one. And I have my personal shit that's like takes a mad hit, but like I
had to make a new professional one just so like in the future,
right?
Yeah, just like in not like in the future, but like just to have something that's like if I ever have like a LinkedIn page or whatever, like I can put there because I can't put my Steno Up account on that because that is way too crazy to just dump on people.
Yeah, there's some shit I'm just like, what's going on here?
Yeah,
that shit's funny, dude.
Thanks, man.
That's just funny. I mean, there was a time where I think when we first on the podcast first started talking about the Upland Mets, I think my opinion was like, look at these little young ass fools, like a bunch of scrubs, like you know. But because I was still in my Sunday League mentality, like I was like, how can I put it? Like, I would say that I was a respectable player in the league for a while, like a long time, you know. And then I haven't played in a long time, so I've always had my opinions, but I think the podcast has made me come off a little more like open-minded.
Yeah.
Which I am. But generally speaking, like I've always been stubborn and closed-minded and like I was just better than everybody.
Oh, I'm stubborn as fuck.
Because you have to have that mentality, like especially when in the fucking batter's box. Like
oh yeah, dude.
Like this pitcher ain't blowing it by me. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I mean, you get got every night. Everybody gets got, but it's a more of a mentality thing, right? And so when I first came across you guys, I was just like, these fools ain't got nothing on me, dude. Like,
yeah, they think they're hot.
They think they're hot shit.
Yeah,
and,
bunch of douchebags.
But with that, like, you know, started paying more attention. Like it was just like a trickle effect, like little by little. And it's like now, you know, getting to know you guys a little bit more. Like I see more of what it is to actually be like what you guys do, like an Upland Met. It's not like look at these clowns. They're just Sunday leaguers. Like it's not really about that.
It's one of those things that I could say cockily, or like with full confidence. Being on our team is just so different.
Yeah,
and it's not even just us that say it. Like if you go to the games and watch, or like even like John Lane said it, like it's just something different in that dugout, and it's something that we've been building for like since we were seniors in high school, and it is super intoxicating.
Right,
like when we all hang out, like all of us hang out outside of the field. Like we're all best friends and we do everything together, you know, and it's like a legit, like any Met could call any other Upland Met. I swear to God, everyone will pick up. And there's some, and, you know, we could look at all the bad eggs, right? And I get it. Like we're kind of douchey, but like these guys are like, I don't really care what people think. I don't think it's like a bad thing to be hated because that's what we like. Yeah. But like, like in all seriousness, like, they're the best dudes I've ever met. I love every single one of them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want, like, I've been working with, so my new, like, I've done everything I want to do in my Mets career. You know, from what I said, when I wanted my senior year of high school, when we were building this team, I had an idea of what I wanted my legacy to be on the team because I knew I wanted to play still. And I've surpassed it, but now it's like, okay, I'm helping the new Mets now. I'm helping the young guys. I'm helping guys on the side with their hitting. You know, I'm helping a few teammates right now, you know, during the week, just like, hey, let's meet up and hit. Yeah. And all the Mets all hit together, or like they'll like, oh, you'll see, oh, this guy and this guy went hitting today, and like it's just a trickle effect, and everyone gets their shit in, and it's super fun. Yeah, it's one of the coolest experiences of my life. And you could ask every Met, like we have guys that are D1 program ball players, and
D1 balls, I love that.
Balls, and they will say the most fun. Like we've all like played travel ball and like went around and done all this. Every player on this team will say their most fun they've ever had playing baseball is on this team, and they're adults. Yeah. And that's something, because I was never like, I had my battles with this team early on, and it's just so crazy. Like when you found out about like all the stuff that happened like early on where they were trying to cut me and all this stuff. Yeah. It was like out of left field. You're like, whoa, you were gonna cut this guy who like does this and like all this for it. Like, yeah. It was so like anti, like it's just high school shit where people hate people that have passions.
Right.
And I had a passion, and I was like, oh, we're gonna win championships. If you want to go play on some shit team and like wear different hats and like shitty jerseys and not win games, you can do that.
Right,
but like
right.
I want to win fucking ball games and win championships.
Yeah.
And everyone bought in.
Yeah.
And it took a while. It took a while. Like Ethan's cut like all the bad eggs. Like it's really funny. Like I don't feel bad for any of the people Ethan cut because you're a fucking like, you know. Well, actually, no. If it was based off personality,
right?
If you got cut off skill, like that sucks, and like you're still my dog. You know what I mean? Like because it's a hard team to play on. Like a lot of the guys are studs, so I didn't mean like to cut those guys because those guys are chill. It just sucks how it played out. But like if you got cut simply because like you're not willing to take a back seat or all that shit, then that sucks. Yeah. That's on you. I'm taking a backseat. Everyone on this team's taking a backseat. You don't think I could go pick up the phone right now and go play on any other team that would love to have me?
Right.
But I like playing on the Upland Mets, and it's worth it.
Right.
And it's super fun.
So we did an Instagram post earlier. Put it as let's play Ask a Met.
I'm excited.
Yeah, man. So got a few questions. So it was basically if you could ask an Upland Met anything. What would you ask him or her? Because we're with the times, right?
You never know with me. I'm very gender fluid. I'm just kind of how I wake up in the morning. I'm like, all right, I'm going to be a girl today.
Oh shit, you're wild. So we got plenty of questions. So we got one from the Threshers. That's the one that came in first. But there was one from the Upland Mets account.
Okay.
That so we'll start with that one. We'll start with that one. I guess you can kind of talk about the history of the Upland Mets and all that. How like the teams you guys.
I've got some good stories about how it was created.
So we'll get into that with this question. So basically, Upland Mets wants everybody to know, define an Upland Met.
It's a guy who grew up in the U, or very close to, or like somebody like that. Just fucking gave it their all growing up, and sometimes circumstances don't work out in your favor, and you've got a chip on your shoulder, but you're still a baller, and you're not selfish. You could be cocky, but you better not be selfish. And it's someone who really rocks it. Every single Met makes being a Met their personality. It's a legit cult-like behavior. And it's like that in the community, too, for the guys who are in Sunday League community. But the Mets, it's like a whole nother like side of that. And it's just so fun because, I mean, you can't get a lot of grown men to go practice during the week.
No,
you get can't. A lot of the Mets there at practices. The Mets only miss practice if they're at work.
Right.
Like if you're open, if like you're free to practice and the Mets are having practice, you're at practice.
Right.
And simply because you want to get better and simply because you love everyone there and you don't want to let anybody down.
Yeah.
So there's the pressure of being a Met too, because like because there's so much people that want to be Mets. There's so much. It's so hard to make this team in general. So like there is that pressure of where like, they'll bring in someone else to replace you.
Yeah.
And there's a few guys that are untouchable, me. But like there's a lot of guys that like are really untouchable. But just because I'm untouchable, like I don't want to be only here because I'm untouchable.
Yeah, being untouchable, you also still have to set that example.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I told Ethan, like if you cut me, like I still very much like just because I'm not like if I'm quote unquote untouchable because that's what it was told to me.
Right.
I still play with that chip on my shoulder, like I'm still getting cut. I still play angry, like it's fun.
I would imagine that you can become touchable.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
I love getting touched.
I love being touchable.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So
but yeah.
What about how did the Mets start up? So like I know I've talked to Ethan about like it's funny we've been on. You guys have had the same teams that like I've been on as far as like team names. Like I used to play. We were like I first started with like we were like the IE Astros, and then the Rialto Renegades. Then we joined up with the IE Mets. Then we were the IE Reds. Then we were like the IE Nationals, and then I went. Then I played. I retired for a little while. I came back and played with the RC Red, the Rancho Cucamonga Reds, and then we became the SoCal Nationals or some shit, IE Nationals. Then I quit again or retired again for a little while. Then came back as I retired as an IE National. Right, that was the last time like I played. I mean, I played recently, of course, but practice games, just like
Just gotta get the little, get
a little itch, scratch that little,
just give a little hit of crack.
It's like, I can still play. Like,
I can smoke a little bit of crack.
Yeah,
just give me a little bit of crack.
so what about the Upland Mets? Like, what's the history there?
Well, we started off because we all played on. A lot of us played at Upland National, which is a little league in our town. So we were the Upland Nationals, and our team was good. We went 8-3. It's still like. Fabian was like 16, 15 years old. I was a senior in high school.
He looks like he's still 16, 15 years old.
He's a young-looking buck, which sucks because I feel like I'm aging like shit. But no, there's but that team was very good. No team chemistry. I was by far the most hated player on that team because it was simply because I thought our team should be better and we should win, and I had a standard.
You had a standard to hold.
I have a standard. No one was holding it. I don't want to talk shit. Like I'm not like ripping on management, but they didn't hold any standards because. Right. We had like a 35-year-old dude on our team, which was kind of weird because we were all high schoolers.
Right. Yeah.
And they would, weird. And this dude would like, I don't know what was his issue was, but he like catered to Ethan and Colby, and it was kind of weird because I was like mad tight with him, and he just kind of gave me weird vibes.
Right.
And I say what I'm thinking. I'm like, you're kind of a creep, and no one likes you.
No one likes you.
And it turned it like pinning everyone against me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like by myself, just like believing in this team that didn't believe in me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, one day that's gonna click.
Right.
I'm a senior in high school. I'm getting my life ruined by this Sunday league team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm like fucking young, like I'm good looking dude in high school. You know, I'm pulling many hyenas, going to parties. Like my life's good, right? You know, but this Sunday league team just was ruining my confidence. And I talk open about. I don't hold any bad blood against anybody. I let people know like you could always like. From going to the like most hated player on the team to like, I don't think you could tell any like if you called all my teammates right now and asked them about me, none of them will say I'm a bad teammate. And
right.
And then that sucked. I was like, I'm gonna stick it out. We're gonna keep doing this because I'm not gonna quit this, just because I think our team's too good. They were like, oh, we don't want to take it seriously. I'm like, well then go fucking play on like the fucking Braves or some shit. I can't fucking tell you this.
The Braves
or some like shitty team or whatever. And it was. Fucking, let me see. We lost in playoffs, and there was just so much drama. Much drama. It resulted in Ethan beating up this 35-year-old man.
He beat him up.
It was over like fucking toilet paper or some shit. Like,
that's
we
random.
Toilet papered his car.
Mm-hmm.
He was like 35, and like he had like child support payments. I couldn't fucking tell you. Ethan dropped this guy, and it was kind of weird that like the relationship with like management, Ethan and Colby, was like. He wanted to be liked by him so much, but Ethan and Colby really don't care what people think, you know? And, dude, Ethan used to just beat the fuck out of this guy. It was so weird. Because, like, if you're 35 and, like, a 16-year-old's, like, kicking you in the head and, like, hitting your head in, like, chain link fences. Because Ethan was a menace. I'll say this right now. He was a menace growing up. We were all menaces. But, yeah, he'd, like, bully this kid.
He's going to call me while he's listening. He's like, how was it a menace?
yeah. No, he was a dog, though, man. Like, I just remember laughing because, like, he would just be so, like, he beat him up, man. And the guy came back for one more year. I don't know how you got beat up by, like, a 17-year-old in high school. Right. We became the Upland Reds. And we were literally meeting at Denny's every week yelling about this team.
Mm-hmm.
And...
What do you mean yelling? Like
just arguing about how the team should be made because no one was taking back seats, and I was the best player on the team. I was the best player from.
You say that confidently. Like,
oh no, there was I was the best.
You're
player.
Not even smiling. You're
no, I was the best player.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to sound cocky, but like no, I was. It was my senior year, the year after 2018. I was the best player till 2020 is where I fell off and got fat, and my life kind of got weird, and grew out my beard and everything, and then I left for like a year. But yeah, I was the best player for like 3 or 4 years, and I'm not one of those guys that's like, and it wasn't even close. First of all, they're all great ball. Like Ethan's a great ball player. You know, I'm not saying like me and him weren't close. He thinks he's the best player. You know what I mean? Like it's like I'm not like putting anybody down.
That's a great mentality to have.
Yeah. I was like, it's like if I said it wasn't close, then my argument's stupid because it is close and I'm insecure. No, it's close, but I think I'm the best player. Like defense backed it up, hitting backed it up, obviously. And then we became the Reds. Like they were bending more. They were like the team was bending over more for bad players than it was for me. Right. And I was actually the only one who cared, and I was the best player. And that really rubbed me the wrong way, and it made me play pissed off.
Yeah, it's because the hard work is grossly underrated.
It is, and I was just so pissed off because now I'm like, I'm not the best player anymore. I'm pretty darn good still, but like, I just cared about championships, dude. I don't give a fuck about my role. Like, there's people that gave a fuck about their roles and they weren't good. Like, why care about your roles? Let's win championships together.
It's more of an ego thing.
Yes, it is. And we became the Reds. We're like, I stole the jerseys from the Little League. And
hell yeah.
Yeah. And
fuck Little League. Yeah, dude, you know what? I do not like Little League.
I hate Little League too.
I don't know what it is about Little League. I think they're just so like, they try to be all just buttoned up and shit.
And I hate Daddy Ball. And I have a good story about Daddy Ball.
You know what? I think it's, you just said Daddy Ball. I think that is what for me is like fucking Daddy Ball.
Because I had a dad who was a psychopath.
Look at my 14U hitter at the batting cage. Is like, bro, like, I don't want to see your kid hitting on your phone. Like,
I'm going to be a coach, but I will never coach my kid. I will coach my kid individually, but I wouldn't be able to coach it. Like, I love coaching, but I would never coach a kid my team my son's on.
You can't do it.
I can't because, and not the fact that I would Daddy Ball, but the issue that my dad has was he was too hard on me, and I wouldn't be able to coach you the right way, because it would be like I wouldn't be able to treat you like any other kid. It would be either I was super hard on you, or the worst thing possible, I was super easy on you. Mm-hmm. My dad was super hard on me.
Right.
And, I wouldn't be able to do that to my kid. I could definitely work with you off the field, though. I'm perfect for that, but I still want to coach, because I think if you're a coach, you shouldn't be a parent. I think all coaches should be, because I know Fitz said it, and it was a stupid quote by him. It was like, if you're coaching, you're a weirdo and you don't have a kid. First of all, he knows Daddy Ball, so his statement's wrong. Daddy Ball is the fucking biggest issue, and I got a story about Daddy Ball coming up right after this Reds season.
Okay.
The Reds, we know, shit sucked. Obviously, we didn't make playoffs. Whatever. We're going to throw it in. And there's the funny story is that two guys on the team, one guy on the team tried to make a new team.
Okay.
And was like, because he was sick of Ethan.
What team did he try to make?
He tried to make this team, like, it was like, just like, well, it's all good now, but like he made a team, and like, it's not here anymore. The team didn't make it. Like, they weren't a team.
It just never existed.
It never existed. Okay. But then, like, it was like, and then Ethan's brother left to join that team. That's how bad fucking shit was in the group.
Okay.
And because they wouldn't want to play for Biggie. And I'm like, Biggie's the only person I'm playing for. And we're like, all right, then, because they're like, we shouldn't be playing for a coach. We just want to have fun. We're like, okay, who runs your team? He's like, nobody. I'm like, all right, who makes decisions? And they'd say, oh, we do. I'm like, okay, so you're wrong, and the statement's wrong.
Right.
By the way, so wrong. And it was just pretty funny how things work out. Everything works out. Like, I'm not mad about anything anymore. I talk about it openly because I don't feel the need to hide anything.
Right.
Like, I still play pissed off.
Right.
And like, I'm still playing like I'm still 17, like about to get cut. You know, I have nothing else to prove.
Yeah.
But if you lose that dog in you, then you're never gonna be. Then the Mets wouldn't be where they are if you lost your dog.
Right.
But the Red season ended. Then me and Ethan go play in Scabble. Again, well, we were already in Scabble, but we joined the spring team, so we tried out because we didn't have this team. We got picked up first pick, buddy system, to this team called the SoCal Storm, and I could very much
SoCal Storm. Okay.
Yes, I could very much elaborate with this situation. Me and Ethan get drafted.
So Scabble. Southern California Adult Baseball League.
Or is it amateur baseball league? It might be amateur or adult. But
amateur Scabble? Like Scabble?
Scabble, yeah. That's why we said Fabble. Because we thought it was Fontana Adult Baseball League, but it's just Fontana Baseball League.
Fubble.
Yeah, Fubble. But we know let's just say the FBL or Fabble, but it was because we played in Scabble so long.
Right.
And we go to the tryouts, we get picked up first pick, obviously.
Okay.
And we get to this team, it's ran by this guy. His son's with him. And an uncle. Uncle's cool, by the way. Backstory. And we get drafted this team that won 0 games last year. And they're like, oh, we're going to build around you, right? We're like, okay, sweet, right? And I'm a guy who always does his homework about people. Like, I always do background checks on people and just like how they are as persons, as people. And I go to him, I'm like, you guys won 0 games last year? But before I found out they won 0 games, they were saying they had me and my son batted 500 this last year. I was like, okay, how much did you bat to the uncle? And he's like, about 400. I was like, okay, 2 500 hitters and a 400 hitter. No wins.
Yeah, doesn't make zero sense.
If you had everyone else go 0-for, you could still win games like that. I don't care, right? Our first practice. We're just, just me and Ethan are just meeting people, just like having fun. We're playing spring. We're going to make this team again. We're going to try one more time to make that team. But it doesn't work out. Who cares? We'll just play in this league forever. On this thing.
SoCal Storm.
SoCal Storm.
The sauce.
And
SCS, right?
Yeah.
I'm like sauce.
No, the real SCS. No, I'm just kidding. And I'm just walking around asking people because, like, I'm still doing my background check. I don't care if I just got drafted there or whatever, picked up on that team.
Like, I'm just
fill out the team, you know. And plastic baseballs at first practice.
Plastic baseballs, damn it.
And we're talking about this situation, and I'm like, all right, plastic baseballs. Who cares? Baseball's a baseball. I mean, it's not the perfect, but you know, you can kind of tell, like, if you're running a team and you have plastic baseballs and you're like an adult.
Like, yeah, if that's good enough for your practice, like, then nah, you have low standards.
I saw infield work. We took infield. I was like, okay, this team was definitely winless. And I'm walking to this guy. This guy had like some swag gear on him, you know, young guy, looked around my age. His name is Cody. It's Chode.
Yeah.
That's how we meet him. I go up to him.
Giga Chode.
Well, we already called him Giga Chode already. Nice. Like, yeah. And I go up to him. I was like, hey, man. I'm like, I'm Stino. He goes, Cody. I'm like, all right, you know, dap him. I was like, you look young. He's like, where you from? You know, Upland, Claremont. Cool. You know, like, that's tight. Like, same age. Like, both, like, you know, he's class of 2016. I'm 2017. We're just talking shit. Like, I was like, so this team went 1-0 games last year? He goes, yeah. And I'm like, and you guys had like 5 guys bat over 300 and 3 of those guys batting over 400. And he goes, yeah. And he looked at me, and there's a look he gave me, and I walk up to E, and I'm like, this team's fucking horseshit. I could already tell. He's like, and I was like, what do you mean? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, that fucking dude over there gave me this look like, save me. And he was only like I saw that guy throw a pin too. He looked good, so I brought up the idea to
save me. That's hilarious.
Because I watched Chode and E threw a pin, and those two, like, Chode was like their ace before E came, and I was like, okay, these guys are good, you know. And the idea of me swirling, like, believing in that team, I was like, let's get this guy on the team.
Yeah,
you know. And I told E about it, and he's like, no, I don't want to take, like, you know, that's business ethics. No, we'll recruit anybody. But like. He's like, no, it's not cool. He's been their guy there. I was like, you know what? Fuck you. You want to suck? All right, do it. And he was, we go to the batting cages, and he goes up to Chode. He goes, hey, do you want to join our team? And I thought, he told me no. So you could Chode actually has a funny story about, like, Ethan comes up to him in practice, and he's like, hey, do you want to join the team? And you hear me in the back go, oh, okay, what the fuck? Like, I thought we weren't going to recruit him. And by the way, these 2 guys are the best pitchers on that team.
Right.
The guy started his son. And his son sucked so bad. And I'll give you fake names, but I'll give you the nickname.
Okay.
The guy who ran the team's name was Vader.
Vader.
His nickname was Vader, and we were the Storm because we were his stormtroopers.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Not at all, dude. Not at all. Dude. Oh, funny story about the Storm. This guy never played. Like, you could tell when someone faked.
Right.
Like, if they've played ball. There's no way this guy played after. He had to play in a small city, and they only played sandlot ball because his thing was just not there. He said his son had the best twitch speed. They faked their stats.
Right.
The team mom, like, if you struck out, like if her son struck out, or her
mom.
husband, yes, husband struck out, or her, like, son, it would be on the thing saying bad call.
Bad call.
Yeah,
that's not even a stat.
Yeah, I was batting 100 points lower in their book than the actual book that me, Ethan, and Cody kept.
Right.
And her son was batting 300 points higher. 300 points. And he was playing shortstop, and he'd play so deep, and, like,
they were cooking the numbers, man.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah. And it was called. They said the only reason their son was a shortstop. We're like, no, this guy named Roy should be. He plays at the Cowboys. He's a dog, and Roy's a good player, and Roy should be our shortstop. And no, our son's gonna be it. He has faster twitch speed.
The fuck is twitch speed?
Dude, every person I know that we've been playing this game forever doesn't know what twitch speed is. And if you want to say, like, off the ball,
I wouldn't interpret it as a first step. A quick first step. Yeah.
But he had the worst first step. He was crow hopping in the infield playing deep. There was all these routine ground balls that we would get at short. We'd be out there for hours on one inning, dude. And funny story, I think it was Riley who caught him in, like, a bullpen.
Caught him?
Yeah, in, like, a bullpen. And
Riley's fucking lefty.
Yeah, in a bullpen, right? And Riley actually caught that game.
Oh, shit.
So stupid. And
I think he might have mentioned that recently.
Oh, yeah, he had to have. Riley just caught and he didn't tell you. Come on now. Yeah. Riley, dude, it was so funny. Riley was actually not that bad at catching. But it was, what was it? Oh, so, you know, when a pitcher's got their things like, oh, this is my pitch. Like, what are your pitches? He tells you.
Right.
In the bullpen, he tells him 8 pitches. He tells him 8 pitches, right? And he goes, and after he's like, sidearm. He's like 8 sidearm. He's like, sidearm what? He goes, no, sidearm's the pitch.
Sidearm's the pitch?
Sidearm is the pitch.
Dude, I thought I've heard it all.
Yeah.
The sidearm is the pitch.
Dude, I can't even tell you. And like, dude, we got in trouble on this team. And because like it was cold, they were told that we were a cancer to the team.
Of course.
That was not the issue. We got along with everyone fine. There was just, they were shut off from it. Like the kid would go sit with the mom when we were struggling to get outs and get runs. Like it was just a horse shit thing how it was ran. Oh, first game of the year we're playing it. Was it Covina or West Covina, like JV, where the field's like 200 feet left. Guy hits a homer. This is the dad. Barely scrapes over 200 foot. He moonwalks the bases.
No.
I am not.
All the way around?
All the way around. It is a legit true story.
Damn.
So playing on this team with all this shit going on. And that's the
How do you moonwalk in cleats first?
I don't know. And I was just like, oh my God, I'm not a big fan. I'm a big fan of pimping your shit.
Right.
I was like, he better get fucking beamed. We're down 7 runs.
Yeah. And
he fucking moonwalked it because he hit it over a 200-foot fence.
How do you moonwalk?
Unbelievable, dog. It was horrible. And the way we came to leave the team, because we're building the team throughout. We took Roy from their team. We took a guy named Benny who plays on Hot Funk now. Roy plays on the Titans in Scabble.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, let's just nab these guys real quick, because fuck these guys. Because it got to a point where it was just horse shit on the team. The All-Star game comes up. Ethan gets a text. So congratulations, you've been selected to the Scabble All-Star team from our team manager. It's a team vote, or your manager tells you. I look at my phone. Best stats on the team. I'm like, why did mine taking? Ethan's like, you'll get yours soon. Like, I'm not even thinking, like, first of all, I don't care if I make the All-Star team or whatever. I'm just simply like, it's his son who makes it.
Of course.
It's his son. And I remember I look in the group chat. Ethan and yada yada are represented. I put a laughing emoji so much. I was like, and this is what we did. Everyone was like, horrible. No, do it. And if you got like the whole team saying your son should not be there, he shouldn't be there. And by the way, your son's an adult.
Yeah.
Your son's an adult at the end of the day. And I'll tell you the most fucked up thing we did about this. This is a secret. I won't tell who I was involved with, but we made a fake college account and fake recruited him.
No.
Yeah, we did. We did. I won't tell you who was involved, but I was definitely involved. I won't tell you who was with me though.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but
he got college recruited.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh my, yeah, fake." He's like, "Oh my God, coach from fucking whatever." Like, and we're like, "Yeah," and then it was the most fucked up.
That's fucked up.
It was, but
it's like you guys were fucking with Dwight in the office, right?
Yeah. Well, we wouldn't have done it if he wasn't an issue.
Of course.
And he was just like, if he was like getting daddy balled, but he was a good guy, he was not. He was such a douche. He was talking shit to his dad, his mom. Like his mom and him would just literally be so mean to the fucking dad. The dad was definitely a cuck, and Vader was definitely a cuck.
That's hilarious.
And it was just so fucking horrible. Like, I felt so bad for him. Like, I don't have any hate for anybody, but I was like, that poor man is getting mistreated, and I think that's why he tries to, like, win his son's heart through baseball. And that All-Star thing came out. We're like, man, this is horseshit. I was like, me and Ethan are leaving, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, or whatever, right? We're like, Ethan's like, we tell everyone, me, Icho, we're like, do a team vote who should represent this All-Star team. Represent this team in the All-Star game. I ended up getting the most votes. I got more than Ethan.
Yeah.
And it was just like I was just saying like how horrible this was. And we're like we texted everybody. So that's how we knew how I got a lot of these votes.
Right.
We're like, who'd you vote for? Boom. We marked it down. Boom. Boom. We do the votes. Justin, Ethan, Roy got votes. Won't say the son's name. Son got 0. And he was
his name's Bum.
Yeah, and it was like, okay, Ethan and Roy will be doing the All-Star game.
Oh,
and then we're like, yo, dude, we counted the votes. What's your fucking issue? And he goes, I don't like your attitude. I was like, then why do this whole thing,
personal,
dude?
Yeah,
it's personal. And we were thinking, and this guy's named Vader, and I don't mean this in like a negative way, because I don't. It's just a funny situation. We all make mistakes. He's responsible for a Mets championship. He's responsible for the dynasty, because like all that shit because we learned how to make a team, like how like to build a team. Like how horrible like it was around the camaraderie on the Nationals and Reds. We learned how to build it on the Storm. And we put everything together and just made the Mets. And everything piled up and it grew. And because we had to go through our licks. Because me, Chode, and a few guys on the team, like we were like, you know what's like we went like we went 3-2 and won one game and like lost 12 for the rest of the year. Baseball, you have to trick yourself into thinking you're going to win every game. Like you have like even if you're out of playoffs, you're going to be like, okay, let's keep playing for the Mets because we were playing games and we'd go and we'd have Mets practice right after. We'd play these games, have Mets practice right after. We were building this team throughout the season. And I remember I told him, this team disbanded obviously, but I was like, you boys better hope we fucking see you. I was like, this is the first enemy of this team. And they are lucky they did not play us. They are for real lucky. And our team got really good. Yeah. By the way, I have to defend our NABA championship that we won. Because they're saying Kukui's lost in the championship.
This is San Diego 2019?
Yeah, because I wanted to defend this one because it was said like that wasn't like a real one or whatever.
Okay.
Kukui's won have won tournaments and they got eliminated in the World Series championship to the Tijuana team. We beat the the San Diego Bees. They are constant fighters in the San Diego League.
Fighters.
They're not fighters. They're really good. Like, they're up there over there. They're always in the championship or winning it or some shit. I don't know if they've won any, but they're constantly in semis or the championship. Forgot the third team, but we actually lost to that team.
Yeah.
So I'm defending it. And by the way, huge thing right here, we played with 9 guys that weekend.
All just 9?
9 players, 1 PO. So 10 players, 9 players on the field, no bench.
Yeah. I think that's when you guys came up on our like,
radar.
Yeah, that's I think is when you guys popped up on the radar and stuff. By any chance were the San Diego Threshers out there?
They were not. They were probably playing in another division. But we know who the San Diego Threshers are. That was nice of them to rank us in the top 10.
As a matter of fact, they have their question.
Oh, good.
To ask an Upland Met. He says, I don't know his name, the account runner of the San Diego Threshers of baseball on Instagram. 18 plus. His question is 18 plus minor division for the Arizona World Series. You guys down?
You know what?
So 18 plus minor, is that the open?
I think so. You know what? You know what's so funny? Like, I don't want to sound like I'm ducking anything here. Mm-hmm. I only show up and play. I have no idea how other things work. Like, when we find out this, like, as much as like I'm such a dweeb about Sunday League and all the Mets are, I have no idea what divisions are. Like I'm like, what's the difference between this one and that one? I just don't. I forget about it. I just got to worry about getting the RBIs. So I want to play the Threshers. We talked about it.
Yeah.
We want to go play the Threshers, and because they're a good team. They just won a championship, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're a good ball team. They're really fun to watch. There's some guys over there that could huck.
Yeah.
And
we've yet to make the time to get our asses out there. They hit us up at least every playoffs. They're like, "Yo, you guys gonna come out?" They always play the Sluggos. You guys want to come out? This is the best baseball you're gonna watch.
Hell yeah!
And they're like, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it because especially the San Diego area, dude.
San Diego's got some ballers. We're the only team to win in San Diego that wasn't from San Diego.
Interesting.
That was a flex and a half. We beat all
fact.
these San Diego teams to win because we beat the Bees that are the San Diego team. We beat the Cucuys, I think, are LA area or whatever, but which is boogeyman in Spanish, I believe.
Yeah, pretty much.
But the teams all there were like all San Diego, and like all the champions are like San Diego this or like Chula Vista that, and all this area.
And Sanitas.
And Upland Mets.
And it's just some random
team from the IE.
It's like Upland.
Yeah,
who the fuck are these guys?
When we play in the World Series, no one knows where Upland is. We fucking love that because we play these teams that recruit from greater metropolitan cities.
It's funny because like Upland's a nice area to live. Like
it's a nice.
If you were to look for a house there right now in this economy,
no, you're not gonna spend.
You ain't buying one right now. Not in Upland.
It's where you like. My mom said it. It's a neighbor. It's a neighborhood town where you live there. People don't work there. I mean, you commute to LA to work. You live in Upland. Yeah. And it's pretty nice. Like, it's pretty chill. Like, not enough crazy stuff. It's low key, and every one of us in Upland loves Upland.
Yeah. And Dick's Sporting Goods is in Upland.
Yes, it is.
At least though, like I guess my home Dick's Sporting Goods. My home Dick's. That's where we go because I live right off the 210 freeway.
Right in a nice spot though. By the way, drive through Panda.
Yeah, dude. I mean, my area's come up a lot. I mean,
absolutely.
We got a nice deal here. Where
oh no, you guys are in a great neighborhood.
We're in a great. It's quiet. Like
I don't feel sketchy leaving my car outside at all. Like
you shouldn't. Yeah. You shouldn't, man. Like I can vouch. This is my fucking street.
Get robbed. It's
like I wish a motherfucker would.
Yeah. But what were we talking about? The Sluggos, right? And then what was I gonna get into? I'm sorry.
Well, the Threshers want to play you guys pretty much.
We want to play the Threshers.
I mean, everybody wants to play you guys.
Yeah.
But see, I guess like
I don't know if we'd be able to play the same division because I don't know. I don't make those decisions. Obviously, that comes to management. But I would love. All of us are so down to play them.
Yeah, I think all the top teams in SoCal right now want to play each other.
Yeah,
that includes the Threshers, the Upland Mets, the Platoon.
Mm-hmm. We hear about the Platoon.
I mean, like, I've been told that this is the best fucking team in all of SoCal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I got to see it. I want to see it, but they always play in like the Open, the 18 Open, the Irvine NABA kickoff tournament that's coming up next weekend, which is Martin Luther King weekend. They'll be in that tournament, so I might take some time to go watch that. But yeah, man, I mean they want to see you guys in the 18 plus.
Yeah, because I think
minor division for the World Series.
We'd love to play them too in general. I wonder what it would look like if we hopped in the division, because for the World Series, there's a few guys from a close team that we compete with that we want to take for the World Series if that works out, and I hope it works out because I think the Mets we should have won 2 World Series already. Yeah. We went undefeated, lost one like 3-4 or whatever. The team we whooped ass like 9-2. They ended up winning the championship that year. We barely lost to a team that had Baseball References pages, played in the Picos League, Indie League, semi-pro, you know. And we fucking battled, dude. Yeah, we fucking battled.
It's funny because like it seems like I was looking at some of the brackets and stuff. Like you'll see like a team that goes winless in pool play. They'll come in and just beat everybody's ass in bracket in the bracket. And it's like, well, what the fuck happened? Like play it true. Yeah. You know, like if it was me, like I don't want to lose any games. Like what am I showing up for? If I might as well forfeit 5 games.
I think we're 11-2 in the World Series. No, we're 10-2 in the World Series, and it's simply because we don't have enough men. Yeah. Our last trip, we played with 9 guys, 9 players, 1 PO. So basically 9 players, 8 players, 1 PO. So yeah, some shit like that for day 1. We played with 11 for day 2. We were wrecked. Everyone got injured that weekend.
That was his last one?
Yeah, the last one. Okay. We came back so beat. Like everyone got injured or hurt. Like I was so dinged up. Like I played I played with a lot of dings this year just because I ruined my body to get back in shape and had constant like health issues.
You guys need to do more yoga.
We do, and I'm like I stretch so much more now, and like just like when I stopped like working my body now, I don't push myself as hard in the gym, and I just eat way more and like just to enjoy my time because I got injured so much. Not injured, but like dinged up this whole year where I was playing on arthritis medication. And I was
you're too young for that, man.
Yeah, it was my grandma's. I took it. She was cool with it. She's cool with it, by the way. I didn't just steal pills from my grandma.
Yeah, she's cool with it, meaning she don't know.
But yeah, it was a tough time in AZ because we're a team that should win the World Series soon. But we just need more men, and there's 4 guys from a team that we know that think would help us in that pursuit. A bit of a combined team. And obviously there's a guy on the Yaquis that we would like to have his arm for the World Series as well. Yeah. So, we'll see how it plays out.
Love that. So I don't know if that answered your question.
Oh, no, we want to. I don't know about the tournament thing, but we are also down to play you, though.
Yeah, I mean, just to play. Like,
I think we'd all love to see it.
I think one day we might get to a point where like we can host like a matchup of the week or something something like that, right? Yeah. Especially because like a lot of divisions, a lot of leagues right now, this is around the time of the year where they're still taking their breaks. I think the PCBL doesn't start. Maybe it started already. I'm not entirely sure, but I want to say maybe they might start like late February, early March. Yeah. There's the San Fernando League. Like they're finishing up. They're starting their playoffs. Like the California Elite, they're starting their playoffs. San Fernando Valley, they're getting into their playoffs as well.
I think the MSBL is like right in the middle of it right now.
MSBL Irvine, they're right in the middle of it. The OC leagues,
like the top 10 teams in SoCal or whatever, and just playing against each other.
Yeah, I think there's something in here that we can get into.
Some good teams here.
So let's get on to the next one for Ask a Met from Big to My Lou. I'm not sure who Big to My Lou is. We haven't interacted too much, but he wants to know: did a lot of you guys play college ball?
Yeah. I didn't, but we have a lot of JUCO guys, a few D1s, and then there's some NAIAs. But yeah, that's how it works out. But honestly, the fun thing about the Mets is, like, Upland has some politics to it. So some of the guys on that team didn't play high school ball. Me and three of us,
the city of Upland or
high school,
or like adults in Upland politics.
There's because me, Nick Marinerd, our third baseman, and Louis Sandoval didn't play high school ball.
Okay, studs.
Yeah. All went to Hillside High School. Our high school didn't have a baseball team because it was the bad high school.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
but so
like is it like the continuation?
It is
school
a continuation
okay.
high school. Yeah,
Gotcha.
But I don't. Only reason I was able to, I was about to, because I got recruited by a Christian school in my city to go play for them my senior year. That's where Ethan played. He played at a Christian school, and I couldn't because the CIF rules didn't allow me at that certain time because we took too long. Which I was like, I didn't realize I was gonna play till like 2 months ago, so I didn't get to play ball in high school because of that. And I got at the continuation, I could have definitely played at the Christian school all 4 years. I wish I knew, but yet again, like. That made me play spring in like these other leagues and really develop a love for it. And yeah, so most of it is there's a lot of JUCO guys, 4D1s, no, 3D1s, 4D1s. There's 4D1s now because of Poe. Some guys played JUCO, trickled in and out. Then there's obviously NAIA guys on there, and then there's the dogs from high school where like it's just a weird mixture of dudes that are very competitive.
Yeah,
and play ball good still.
Nice. I mean, you guys got a lot of ball players. I know. You catcher Taylor, stud, dude. He's pretty fucking awesome.
He fell in love with us his first ever game because me and him didn't like each other in high school.
Interesting.
We almost fought each other in high school. It was a whole story. And then I never thought he's one of my best friends now. He's like a brother to me, and I love him to death.
Dude's a baller.
He's a baller.
He's a baller. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to play with him sometime. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. Next one from I am Jesus. I know I'm Jesus. I am Jesus 95. He plays with the Hammered Heads. He wants to know what started the brawl with the Reds. You're all like
yeah. I will say
you can say
people
you can say whatever you like, dog.
I never once thrown a cake pop in my life. But what I could get from this is that some people, I think it was a miscommunication. I think a young lady hated her cake pop so much that she just threw it at one of our handsome fellas. And but yeah, I mean, there is a beef there, and it's funny. We can explore it. I mean,
I like how you say that. We can explore it.
We can explore it.
Okay.
By the way, this is not like if I see you on the street.
Right.
But yet again, they did call us Silver Spoon Boys. But like, oh no, man, I'm white trash. We had to use plastic forks for our cereal. So,
hey man, I still use paper plates, bro.
I love paper plates. I hate metal plates, bro.
Bro, you don't gotta wash them.
You don't.
Throw that motherfucker out.
Away, man. I love that shit. I love
convenience.
I love plastic forks too.
Yes, sir.
Unless if you're eating a steak, obviously not. Right?
Oh no, yeah.
But
that's funny. Like you eating a steak, like give me a fucking metal fork. Like,
yeah,
I get you, dude.
But yeah, I mean, I wasn't on the team at this time, and I was so pissed I wasn't. But
that's true. You weren't on the team. Yeah,
but it made its way to the D1 locker room. Like the Mets got on the fight because we're like everyone on that D1 team
right
loves the Upland Mets, and like the Mets got on the fight because there was telling all these stories about the Upland Mets when they were going, because all these guys would play summer ball. So this what happens is like our summer team gets good because guys go back to college or whatever, and you just have stories from your team that you played for over the summer, and then you once you graduate or you're out of school, you come play on us full time, and that's what it works out, And the Mets got in a fight, and it came from like some picking signs, something. Fabe's a dog. He like said, he talked shit back or whatever. Some old dude came out, tried to fight him, and fucking little brawl ensued.
I know you're talking
about. But my favorite part is, I won't say her name. A woman on our side beat up like 3 girls, and it was pretty cool. I mean, it was hot. I saw the video. It was hot. And
I'm not sure. Do I have that video?
Yeah, we'll put it on the full screen. We'll enjoy it. We'll enjoy it later. And
because I think I got like 2 videos from that, which I will not share.
Yeah,
I refuse.
Hop in there, dog. Fucking Andrew Lane come in the video. Andrew Lane goes.
Is that the parking lot one?
Yeah, that's parking lot one.
I have that one.
Yeah, because Andrew Lane's filming it, and he goes, "Hey, Biggie, hop in there, dog." Just like separate it.
Okay, I think I've seen that one.
Because management's on the field, like arguing about how the game got canceled because of the brawl, and then there's a whole nother fight. And it really fucked up one of our players because we have a player on our team, and he got injured through his broke his shoulder, and he was a shortstop pitcher.
Oh shit!
And his at Redlands community or Riverside Community Park or Redlands Community Park, he his elbow popped out of place, and so he hasn't been able to throw a ball, and he was healing at that, and then he got it knocked out of place in this fight, and yeah, I mean, shit, that sucks because he's taking a break off this year to heal, and I'm like, and it sucks because we all love that guy.
Right,
and he's like, he actually called me the other day, And I was like, we were just telling how much we missed each other. And even he hasn't been on the team. Well, he's still on the team. Obviously, you just don't. You're met forever. But it's been like a month since I've seen him, and it was cool for him to call, and we just talked for a little bit. But yeah, that fight is so funny to me, man. And I was just like, I even made like a little a thing because I think the Reds aren't good, and I was just like, I'm just kidding, they're good. I'm just like talking shit, but no, they're solid. And I remember I put on the thing for it. Because like the Reds were like 0-for-3 against the Mets at the time. I did like a fundraiser for them to get metal bats.
Oh shit!
So they could play against the Tomatoes in the lower league.
The Tomatoes, yeah.
And they
the tomatoes.
And the fundraiser I did.
That reminds me of like a turk and the killer tomatoes. Yeah.
And the fundraiser, I wanted no one to donate it. It said $0 raised and the goal was 3 because they were 0-3 against the Mets.
Damn.
We lost to them this year though.
Yeah.
And it was pretty funny. And one of the guys got like punched in the face hard by one of our players, and we are just like, yeah, dude, I think that guy lost like a few years off of his lifespan. And we're all just like making fun of this dude while we were playing. All due respect though, man. Like, I mean, everyone gets the best. I mean, I found out who finally knocked me down in the fucking Tropics fight was a 6'2", 280-pound.
What Tropics fight?
Because the Mets and the Tropics kind of like a bench clearer like 2 or 3 years ago. It was actually Tay's first game.
Oh, shit.
And
he's probably like, man, fuck this team.
He fell in love with it immediately because he got in the brawl too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get, so the fight happens or whatever, right? Fabian tries to fight like Andrew Lane. And it's just so funny because like, Fabian's like 20 and Lane's like big as shit. And they're coming out, right? Shaman runs in. I go to grab Shaman. But I think the way it looks is like I was trying to get aggressive towards Shaman, which isn't true because I grew up with Shaman and me and Shaman are friends.
You're just like, hey man, let's just hold each other and let these guys fight.
Because I pulled him from the back, but like the way it looks is like I had him like a full Nelson kind of, but like that's not how I was trying to look.
So there's a video for that too?
There is not a video. There's a video of the end, but not the whole thing. Okay. And as I'm trying to do that, I get checked by a legit like unit, and I don't know who it is because it
was Bowski.
Yeah, I get hit in the back. I go right into the gate, right, and I look back, and like it just things moved, and I was like, dude, I got knocked out hard. I hope no one saw that because I got dropped and just face planted into the gate, dude. Like I got hit hard because my back was to it. Guy came, boom. I talked to Lane, like it was on my Instagram story. I was like, just tell me who it is. He's our former catcher, DH'd for him or whatever or some shit. He was a former catcher and he was their DH. 6'2", 280-pound correctional officer.
Oh,
so
shit.
I got checked by a guy who literally does that for his living because I was like, okay, that makes a lot more sense because I really thought like it was like Avery or some shit or like, you know, and Avery's my friend obviously, but Avery was pitching. I don't think he got in the fight, but I got checked so hard in it for 2 years. I was like, dude, whoever got me in that fight, because it was a hard hit. And I still laugh about it because I was like, dude, I got trucked hard because everyone saw it.
You sound traumatized from it.
Oh yeah, it was a hard hit, dude. Because I was like, dude, because I was like, there's no one who could hit me that hard, right? Like that's an NFL player, correctional officer. Find out like a few weeks ago. And it's just so funny how things come to shine like that. Yeah, because I was like, now it makes sense because that guy does it for a living.
Yeah. There you go. It's a perfect segue. You mentioned the Tropics and Avery Lane.
By the way, there's no Reds beef. I don't think anymore. I think the really the only issue is no, we don't probably like the Reds, and the Reds don't probably like us. I think and it's not. We can't even say the Royals one. It's just one guy on the Royals who started it, but he's not really a player. He's just like kind of on the team. He definitely has a uniform, but he just doesn't play.
Gotcha.
And he cost him game 2, and
gotcha.
Yeah, he's not a player, but he's like they're like. Maybe like I don't know what he is.
Decision maker.
He's not a decision maker, but he definitely wears a jersey.
Gotcha.
But like I don't know if it was like a joke or like because they said he was a coach, but like I don't think he's a coach. But like I don't know. It's only with one guy. It's not like their whole team. Like because I got mad respect for like.
I think you guys all should get together and just have a beer.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna show up with my popcorn.
Yeah, just
I love my popcorn sticker.
Yeah, I love the popcorn stickers too, and I don't mean this in any way because I'm not like going to bed like I hate the Royals. I know it's fun to play them because they're good. Because I got mad respect for
they're fucking good, dude. They're
good
fucking
team,
solid,
dude.
Yeah.
I got mad respect for a lot of those guys on that team. I just think our team just gravitated into hating one guy.
Yeah.
But yet again, you could use that for any teams against us.
Well, like we've mentioned it before. Like if anybody gives you guys a string to tug on, the tiniest of strings, like you guys are gonna exploit the shit out of it.
Yeah, because he probably didn't. I mean, he did threaten to do something very inappropriate, and like
that was the I'm gonna rape you guy, right?
Yeah. And then the pom poms thing, like
I remember I was there for the pom poms,
and then. So you gave us that, but like the Royals are a good team. Like it's not like fuck the Royals. Like we got to get down with the Royals. Like no, they got good teams. They got great players.
Yeah,
it just
and they always have.
And it's and the guys who had the impact on like making this thing happen don't even play on the team. Just the guy who was in the stands and some guy who wears the jersey.
Oh Jesus, of course, right?
Yeah.
Naturally. So
it wasn't Julio. Julio's a cool dude, man.
Julio's dope, bro. He's dope. Stud. So you mentioned Avery. Mm-hmm. You mentioned the Tropics. Avery plays on the Tropics. Well, not now, but he has his own question. Mm-hmm. He has 2 questions, as a matter of fact. He says, "Who is the best Tropic
of all time?" Or the best Tropic right now?
Just who is the best Tropic? However you interpret the question.
Dude, they have so much good players.
Studs, yeah.
I think it's like kind of like falls into what the Mets think. Because it's like there's like a lot of good guys on the Mets.
Yeah.
I'll say the best hitters for sure, John. John can rake, dude. Okay. John has tore us up, and I've seen John just knock it out forever.
Yeah.
Like, even did you watch like when he was in AZ?
The YouTube?
Yeah, he batted like 600 over that tournament, but like he bats 600 naturally. I'm like, dude.
I don't like him in Dodger Blue.
Yeah,
hate it, but
I like him in Mets Blue and Orange.
I think he might be the most hated in Dodger Blue.
Yeah, he wasn't hated in Dodger Blue.
It's like, get him out of that.
But I think it's kind of different because they have a complete team too. Like when they're all there, like kind of like the Mets. Because you could be like, I could say Ethan's the best player, but he only pitches. You know what I mean? So, but John Lane, I could say is the best hitter. They have like Shaman's very good pitching in infield, and he could hit too.
He rakes, dude.
Ray's pretty good.
Ray's fucking good as fuck.
They have that outfielder. I always forget his name, but he has a mustache.
I guess he's got the flow.
Yeah, he's got the flow.
Yeah,
he's good too. Obviously the lanes, Avery and Andrew. Catcher's pretty good. I could just say confidently though, John Lane's the best hitter. But Avery, when healthy, could fucking pitch.
Yeah, I actually I've only seen him pitch like on videos recently. Haven't seen him in live.
By the way,
he shoves.
I'm 1 for 1 off Avery.
Sick flex, love that. So best Tropic, John Lane.
I gotta go, John. Lane.
He's a sex god. After
he is a sex god. He's the best hitter. Like you can't tell me if he wasn't younger. He's not playing shortstop, just making every single play.
Here you go. This is his next Avery's next question. He wants to know. Who is the best left-handed hitter in the Fontana Baseball League, not including Stino?
Not including me. He wants me to say him. You know what? There's a lot of good hitters. There's so much. No, we were just talking about this the other day. There's a lot of guys in the league who could just actually rake.
Yeah, especially the lefties. Like the lefty hitters are coming up big time.
I think the best lefty hitter.
Dude from the Royals, Milo's pretty fucking good, dude.
I gotta go with
rakes.
It's gonna be biased, but I think it's Tay because Tay bats like high 500s, and he just is so hard and inconsistent. Obviously, Avery could rake too for like I've seen him pitch and I was like, you're a PO, but then like I've seen him like actually just because he's tall as shit, you know, he's strong. And I've seen him like piece some balls. I was like, oh damn, Avery, because he plays first and he pitches, but I was like, oh, he can hit too. But obviously, I'm going to be biased and go with my teammate. But I can also go with my ex-lover, Avery, and say...
There you go.
But no, I'm going to be biased here. I might stir up some things with Avery and say Tay.
Oh, nice.
Say Taylor Julian.
I think he's asking because he wants you to pick him.
Yeah, I think,
maybe.
But like, there's a tension between there because I'm like, if I do pick him, everyone knows that we're dating already. So,
shit.
John's listening like, this is news to me.
Damn.
He's like, actually, it's not news to me. I know him for a while.
Louis Savage. Louis from Met.
Hey, Louis.
He wants to know who's the drippiest Met. Choose wisely.
I've got a few.
I mean, Louis pretty drippy, bro.
No, Louis the most iced out, but it's either him or Chode. And also there's
Louis drippy, bro.
There's Harney when he plays.
That's horse, right?
Yeah, that's horse.
His fucking jersey says horse on the back. That's hilarious.
Fucking, it's
Is it person?
Is it person? Oh no, Austin.
You guys had a person, right?
Yeah. Austin's a cool guy. Austin.
To explain, so I think the first time we saw you guys, we saw these random jerseys. Like there's number 69 Big Jim.
Yeah, there's 69
Noob Slayer 69. And then we see person.
Yeah,
we thought that one was a troll, and it's not.
I have a funny story about that, but that happened to me. Okay. But Austin's a cool guy.
His name's Austin Person.
Austin Person.
Hilarious.
He's an awesome person.
Nice.
And he's pretty chill. And I haven't played much with him. I don't think I've ever played a game with him because we came in like different times. Like he joined the team right when I left. Said. Yeah. We came at different times. Yeah, but he joined the team right when I left, and I came back when he left, and so we never really got to play together. But actually, funny story about the last name things. Also, by the drippiest Met, it's got to be Lou. It's got to be Lou. Or Chode. I could go 1A, 1B. It's him and Chode. Him and Chode are most dripped out. But also, there's also Nick. Nick has like a fucking low key thing about him that's pretty swag.
Yeah.
Because he like doesn't wear like armbands.
I don't think he talks. Does he talk? He's like a robot.
He's so chill. Like no, like me and Nick, like we're all super tight. Like it's just so funny when Nick says something out of character because we're just like, really?
You guys do this like the Kermit?
I mean, there's already so much freaking knuckleheads on the team. It's fun. It's fun to see a guy who's like, because he's obviously pretty funny, but like just a guy who's actually somewhat calm, you know. But like he is a great teammate, and you do not want to get into it with him if you're in a fight.
Right.
He's got some
Yeah.
But yeah, 1A, 1B, and then there's like Nick, because Nick has like this certain like low key swag about him. He's like the mysterious guy at the party that you're like, oh, this guy's cool.
Yeah.
But also with the last name stuff.
He's the guy that's chilling on the wall. He's like, these people don't even lift.
Yeah.
Fucking meme. That's one of my favorite memes, dude. When I was in full workout mode, like that meme was hilarious.
2010, maybe, yeah. Lift, bro.
I used to be all like into the fitness YouTube community and shit. Like we had this whole thing, dude. Like I still talk to people now, like 10, 12 years later, dude. Like one of my best friends, he lives in Arizona. He's all like, that's how we met. Like it's weird. Like we met through fucking YouTube and shit, and we met like on a spring training trip. And
that's fun.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, dude. Like ended up coaching me. I ended up losing a lot of weight, dude. Like I think I slimmed down to like a 165.
Oh, that's lean, dude.
Dude, I was
too
lean. And it was almost like all right, bro. Like I'm starting to have headaches. I need to start eating.
Especially if you cut for too long. Like I've had when I had a cut to get back in shape and did it for 7 continuous months. Your body, brutal. You're not supposed to diet forever. Like I'm on a massing phase right now.
Nice.
I came off a maintenance phase. Mm-hmm. But my cut starts literally tomorrow.
Preach, king.
Yeah, so you're not supposed to cut forever. Like if you're gonna lose weight forever, you're literally gonna die. Yeah. It's the point is to lose fat forever, not weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's
LFF, lose fat forever.
Yeah, lose fat forever, not your weight.
LFF, I love that. Yeah. All right, let's see.
Hold on. By the way, sorry, last name. We had Dre comes to the team, and
who's that?
He's second base, shortstop. He's one of our D1 guys. It's so much crazy how much talent we have on our team. They just play multiple positions. He goes, it's funny how much the last names we have. We're like Noob Slayer, and we also have like Vogelsack or Vogelsack. Yeah. And there's just all these. I
haven't seen that.
There's no Hose, which was my idea. It's a 0, and there's last name Hose.
Oh,
and there's like
0 Hose. That's funny. I haven't seen that one yet. I haven't seen it out there yet. Yeah.
And there's Noob Slayer, all these things, Big Jim, and the guy said all these names. He also said Upchurch, and I'm like, I was like, what do you mean? He goes Upchurch. I'm like, that's my name. And he goes, really? I was like, yeah, that's my last name. He goes, oh, I thought you were, because I've known him for like a few months. Like, actually, I've known him for like a year prior. He thought my last name was literally made up on my jersey.
Oh, shit.
And that was just super funny.
Well, that's how I felt about Person.
Yeah.
Person,
yeah. I was like, oh, dude, it was just so funny, man. Yeah, I didn't get to choose my name, by the way. So, you know.
No, I mean, you have such a baseball name, dude. Like, imagine like, now batting, number 14. Justin Upchurch. It's a fucking baseball name.
I miss it, but we get our names announced in Arizona. So
really,
at the
God
at the
damn it!
games.
I need to play in this fucking tournament once in my life at least.
Oh yeah,
you know
you got to, man. It's super fun.
Yeah. Let's move it along. We're gonna go into cup check after this. Whenever this one ends, we'll get into cup check. But Taylor.
Okay.
Julene. Is it pronounced Julene or Juline?
It's Julene.
Julene. Okay.
Yeah.
He wants to know. Well, he wants us to ask you. He says, "Can you please ask Tino to stop fucking our team moms?" I don't know what that means. I'm sure it's not exactly how it sounds.
I'm just kidding. That's all allegations. That's all allegations. Let's go to the next one.
You got it like that, man? Yes.
No,
you're like,
no,
yes.
No. It's just it's a joke, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's a joke, you know.
Well, how many team moms you got?
You know.
How do you get labeled as a team mom?
You have to be a mother of a teammate. Oh. So I'm banging all these guys' mom.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm just kidding.
Clean it up, Steve.
Yeah, clean it up. I got to get together.
All right. So that's pretty much all that your fucking teammates pretty much want to know. That asking Upland Met. So for now, we're going to go into a little cup check.
Okay.
Because you got empty glass there, dog.
I do.
You got empty glass. My glass is empty. So, Stino, you want to do the honors?
Yes. Can I pour them?
You want to pour them?
I might want to.
No, Stino, this is the part where you say cup check.
I'm too scared to.
Just say it.
Cup check. No, because I want to know something. I was
go.
No, you want to know something? Because I was like, God, I want to do a good cup check voice, like a good radio cup check voice. It's like, Cup check. But I'm like, it sounds too ASMR-y. I was just like,
put a little oomph into it.
Just fuck the ears of everyone right now.
Yeah, I hope all your ears are.
Yeah, don't wear earphones right now.
So,
but that's too late.
It's cup check time. We'll be back.
That was a good cup check.
We'll be back.
Jesus, Abby, you look like a truck ran over you, man. Nuke. Homie Nuke. And he says it's my new nickname.
Okay, Nuke. Go get him, man.
Annie nailed you? Annie nailed you? That's great. That's great. That means you're going to have a great year. Is she, as good as they say? No, man, we didn't fuck. No, she read poetry to me all night. It's more tiring than fucking.
And we're back from our cup check.
Let's go.
Stino, what you got in your cup, man?
I got me a nice little thing of Fireball. Oh, by the way, sorry for screaming into the mic when I said cup check. I really wanted to see how far I could push it, and I pushed it. And hopefully, I can't tell them now not to listen to it,
right?
Because
it's too late. Yeah,
it's too late. So you're gonna have a nice surprise. But I don't think anyone listens to it with AirPods anymore. I think this is a really a driving thing, or putting it on on your thing, and so hopefully if you have AirPods, sorry about it, but yet again,
yeah,
we're almost
shit. I actually I listened back to this for quality control. I listened back to this with my little single headphone. I have like a one little earbud. I listened to it at work under my beanie.
I listened to it
because it's illegal in my job to have anything. You can't even pull out your phone. It's like,
dude,
God
same,
forbid.
Bro. Same. I'm
10
10-hour days. I can't even look at my phone or sit down.
Or quote unquote look at your phone, right?
Yeah. I got written up the other day.
Oh.
Because I looked at my phone.
Just because you're probably checking the time, right?
Yeah, sure. Definitely checking the time. But
always check the time.
10-hour days. Just wanted to look at my phone real quick and God forbid you sit down after being in a trailer for 10 hours.
Yeah. You work at sounds like you work at a schmamazon.
Yeah, I do.
Babazon.
And I'm not a workers' rights person, but I think we should get a union there. But
hey, man,
I'm gone soon anyway, so I can say that. But I'll be back probably next year because I'll be like, okay, I need the hours.
I used to work for that company, and I've taken. Do you know about the offer there?
No, which one? The bonus or the?
No, the offer. They usually do it after every peak. And they offer you $1,000 per year that you've worked there, up to $5,000 or something, and then you get blacklisted. You can never work for them again.
Ooh,
I took that.
Oh, you took that?
Yeah, I was like, fuck this place. I never want to work for this place. I'm gonna set myself up for success and never work for this place ever again.
The cool thing about it is just your bonuses and stuff, but you just
Oh yeah, that was bonuses, but
you got bonuses, but
yeah, I
3 days off.
Yeah,
but it sucks.
I work for a bullseye company now, so
yeah,
it's all good. It's
better than the fucking.
I drive equipment. I don't got to do shit by hand or by foot.
Yeah.
I used to be a picker by foot, pushing around a cart.
Oh, dude. I was at Amazon, but they had my first time at Amazon. It was the pickers, but I was it was the robots, and that job still sucked for 10 hours. I can't even imagine doing the walking.
The old Kivas.
Yeah,
Is it Kiva?
I think it's the thing that moves. Right.
It's like a big ass tall cube.
Yeah. It's got the pockets in it.
Yeah.
So that comes to you, but still you're doing that, and
it rotates.
You have time.
Oh yeah, you got the little scanners right above you.
It's called a tote time.
Tote time.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. Well, I'm on load out. I'm on fluid load.
We used to have TOT, time off task.
Oh my god, yeah, I can't even use the restroom. That's when people were there's a whole thing about people pissing in their thing.
Yeah.
But now I have 3 jobs.
It's I'm just gonna piss my pants.
Yeah. I have 3 jobs because I do fluid load, jammer. I'm a jammer, and then I do a thing called water spider where
I know the water spider.
Yeah. I don't mind that one if I'm on my cut because I get my steps in, but 40,000 steps a day for 4 straight days.
Fucking water spider. For those that don't know water spiders, the water spider is so underrated.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, man. So fireball shot for us. So cheers again for coming on. Thank you.
Ooh, cinnamony.
Love that.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for your time, man.
No problem.
Got your shirt in the mail. Lying, I gotta order it.
Is it getting shipped to me?
I can hand deliver it or have it shipped to you. It's all the same.
I'm mostly in Rialto all the time, so I can also just pick it up whenever.
That's true.
Just give me a time.
Yeah, man. So continuing on with our Sunday League shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into a little bit more of you later. So Sunday shoutouts or no Sunday shoutouts. I'm stupid. I don't know why I always fuck this up. SOS, right?
SOS.
Sound off Sunday.
Favorite part of the
Is
show.
it?
Yeah.
It's popular.
Yeah, you let these fucking crazy Sunday leaguers have the internet and you tell them say whatever you want.
Yeah.
And they're like insane. And I'm like,
I will literally read off whatever you say. But if you send me like a voice DM on the Instagram, like I will play it. You know, so but it's also like it comes hand in hand. It's like, well, whatever you say, like it's gonna remain on the internet forever.
yeah.
But it's funny too, because like I would rather play a voicemail for somebody for everybody versus like I could be making shit up if I wanted to.
Yeah, that's also true.
You know,
because we're both liars. No, I'm just kidding.
Come on.
Yeah. No, we're good guys, bro.
We're good guys, bro. You're a good guy, bro. All right, so Ricky D plays for the NY Yankees, the good Yankees.
My teammate, yeah.
Your future teammate?
My future teammate.
He's a good guy, bro. He just wants to say the Yankees to the FBL.
Dude.
We were talking about that in the group chat?
We were talking about this in the group chat.
Yeah.
And I think it would be good because, first of all, they run the league over there. Well, there was the rumors that they were coming over with the Dukes. That originally,
okay.
Good thing the Hammerheads came back because the Hammerheads, like, don't come over if you can't hang in the majors. Like, obviously, there's, like, other divisions, but, like, make sure you're a good major team. Like, over there, like, because I think they should come over. Like, just because they're, you know, they ran that league, come to the best league. And also, like, because we went from Scabble, we ran it, came to the FBL.
Yeah.
Like, win Aztec, because they've been running Aztec for a while. Come over. Make it fun, dude. Like, that's what everyone's been saying.
Yeah, and you mentioned Scabble. Like, there's you could say there's two teams over there.
There is two teams.
You know, we haven't talked about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there's the...
Well, let's wait. Let's wait. Fucking guys.
Yeah.
Louis Savage again. Your teammate. He says FBL played the Mets. FBL played the Mets today. What he's referring to is like, okay, all right. So the FBL on Friday evening, they were like, we're going to check the fields tomorrow. On the Instagram, they put a post. We're going to check the fields tomorrow, make sure it's good. If not, we'll cancel everything. So that's on Friday evening. Saturday afternoon, roughly, they do a post. Fields are good to go. Everybody's playing, right? That's pretty much how it came off.
We're definitely playing.
Everybody's playing. Like, everybody's like, fuck yeah, it's opening day. We're going to finally, like, 3 months later. Not 3 months, but more like a month later. We're all going to fucking play and this and that. It's going to be great. And then Sunday morning rolls around and...
Sunday morning, not even... Literally this morning.
Literally this morning.
And I would have...
So the IE Marlins and the Brew Crew gets canceled. Gators and the Reds get canceled. So the Reds kind of like roughly like kind of the league's team, right? And then the Hammerheads and you guys, Upland Mets, gets canceled. Then there was a few other teams. The Wolfpack in the lower divisions, Wolfpack and Tomateros, canceled. Brooklyn and Pumas, canceled. And then in the single A division, the Cubs and the LA White Sox, canceled. And Rieleros and Águilas del Sur, looks like they got canceled. Because there's no scores on the FBL website. So, back to Louis' comment that the Mets got played.
They did. I think... I mean, if you're going to cancel only a certain amount of games, cancel all of them. Because then it makes, like, this, like just in case, like, what if there's, like, a tiebreaker needed or some shit, like, later down the road? Because now you have a team like the Tropics that are a good team, and they're 1-0. And then a lot of us other good teams haven't played yet. And we have a tight division. It's a tough division. And it's going to be a fight to make playoffs for every single team. Things are going to get weird with this. I fucking know it. And it's kind of like it's unnerving. Unnerving or something? Uneasy? Yeah, and it's just like, I know they should have just canceled all the games. Just cancel all of them. You don't have to play.
Just push it back.
Yeah, and then it's going to be a whole thing of like, oh, they'd play an extra week or whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but
yeah,
obviously the Tropics are gonna win no matter what, or not. Like, they're a good team, so that it's not like I'm saying like, oh, they're, you know.
Now everybody's playing catch up.
Yeah, now everyone's gonna have to play catch up.
Well, also the SoCal Royals and the IE Pride, they all won today.
Yeah, so those are also like two very good teams, also.
Yeah,
and those are hard teams to beat. And now they've got, you know, now it's like shit.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna be interesting because now like, if they opposed to say, let's say they both win next week, right? And then we lose game 1. That's like a whole nother catch up. And you're like,
chasing a game and a half.
And I know the whole thing, just win the game. Then I get it, right? But I'm just saying, like, as a guy who's just like viewing, I'm viewing from the outside,
right?
Like, because obviously we're
trying to be unbiased.
I'm trying to be unbiased, and like I'm just saying, like, this wasn't smart. You should just cancel all the games,
right?
And yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, we all would have been down to play. No matter what, like all of us are ready to play.
I'm pretty sure you guys would have waited till like 4:00 to play if you could.
Yeah, we would have. We would have played Hammerheads just in respect for Mike, and also just like because we want to play in general.
Yeah,
we're not gonna be the guy. If you're not here this time, we're gonna forfeit. No, we want to play the
dude.
Sharks.
There's teams. There's teams that
there
like,
is teams. There is
like these fucking guys. You know. I love it. But speaking of the Tropics, they won today 11-1. Basically beat the crap out of the Indians.
They did.
I was at that game. We ended up going to go watch. Indians were a little overmatched, I think. The umpire was getting chirped at a lot from the Indian side.
Really?
But I was right behind home plate. Tropics pitchers, like, they were genuinely hitting their spots, man. Like, they're fastballs on the black. Change-ups just like cutting the fucking, just dropping right in, dude, like on the outside corner, dude. It was just filth left and right.
I knew Mark threw for the Indians. Who threw for the Tropics?
They started, Andrew started.
Okay.
Shame came in to get the middle relief, and then Ray the Flash closed it out with his fucking two-seamer, by the way. He like, I don't know how he throws his two-seamer, but it's gross. Mm-hmm. His two-seamer runs too much. I bet you $5 you can't strike me out, Ray, but
yeah.
but it's gross, dude. Like, all three dudes, nasty shit. I'll show you some video. I got some videos of all three throwing. But it's so underrated. Catcher from the Tropics, Steve. Mm-hmm. So underrated. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's got to handle these three fucking beasts.
Oh yeah.
You know, he was doing his thing. He was also catching too, like the day that I was playing with the Tropics.
Okay.
And you know when you do a throwdown, like, the ball's in, you know, whatever. Every single time he threw the ball down, on the money, bro. Like, dude, I love that.
It's so hard to get a good catcher in adult league. Like,
yes.
Yeah, we got Tay, right? And it's just so hard to get a good catcher. So once you get a catcher, because we were struggling for like 4 years to get a catcher. Like, we didn't get Tay till 2020. You know, and like now we have him full time.
When this podcast fucking started.
Yeah, so we were struggling for like a few years, but now we have a legit catcher, and it's such a like cherry. It's just a cherry on the fucking pie or whatever.
Cherry on top.
Yeah, it's a cherry on top, icing on the cake.
Yeah,
it's so good to have a good catcher because like a lot of teams, no one wants to catch after they're fucking 18.
No,
and it's hard. Bums. It's hot. You know, so if you got a good catcher, you're gonna be used, and that's fucking lovely. That he gets it to you.
That was the age for a long time, but then his arm got fucked up. Like his right arm, it popped out of its socket, diving back into first base on a pickoff attempt, and so like his shit just like it just popped out. Dude.
I'd be like, oh,
it was nasty, dude. I was just like, no, thank you,
no, thank you.
Ooh. Yeah. Next one for our Sunday sound off Sunday. I am Jesus. 95. He says, Yaki's got lucky. The game got canceled. Hammered heads. We're ready to eat.
Oh, get the popcorn emojis out.
Get the popcorn, bro.
I want to see this matchup. I hope it's in Ontario. But yet again, like, rain.
What are they going to play? Are they going to play for Martin Luther King weekend? I don't know.
They should have just postponed it to, like, our season to, like...
After Super Bowl?
After Super Bowl, I guess, man. Because now it's just fucking... man.
Yeah,
it's such a tough spot. Like, I know the thing about it is because you get like little breaks on the FBL where you could able like take a break, you know.
Yeah.
But like that, it started at such a bad time. It really did.
Yeah, it's weird because like it's good or bad time because if it had it not rained, like it was a beautiful day today.
Yeah, but
beautiful day for baseball.
And then we would have got rained out next week, and then it's just like shit. Yeah. And now we were like, we gotta wait another week, and it's gonna.
But I mean, that's at the same time, like you still might actually have to wait another week. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if I was the league, man, like for Martin Luther King weekend, usually the FBL they do play Martin Luther King weekend, like regardless of any tournaments.
The Aztec.
Nah, Aztec. I don't know, man.
The Aztec they canceled it over anything though. Like it could be like National Dog Day and they cancel a game. So like.
Or a league president might go to the fucking go-kart track.
Or he wants to go to fucking Boomers or some shit.
Bro, like, they need to clean it up.
Gotta clean it up over there.
Get some fucking get a field for your top divisions. Keep your teams happy.
The fields low-key aren't that good in that league. There might be one though.
I mean,
do they play Jay Littleton? No, they don't. That would've been sick though.
That used to be the Pomona League. When the Pomona League folded, yeah, I was still in the league. When it folded, that's when it became Aztec and FBL.
Okay.
That's what happened. So like we stayed on the FBL side because we're over here, and then like all the teams over there stayed on the Aztec side.
Okay, so this is the history of it. That's actually
roughly, yeah. The Pomona League was around for the longest, dude, and like Pomona League eventually just kind of like trickled over this way. We all played in the Pomona League, dude, and then once that folded, basically what happened, like the league president passed away.
Okay.
So when that league president passed away, the league was just like done. His name was Max.
Okay.
Max Gonzalez. He a legend, by the way. He passed away, and then the league split. The league split into Aztec and Fontana Baseball League, and I could honestly say, dude, like I'm like underground, like pioneer of FBL, because the team that I was on at the time, like we like started up the website that you see now, like we got that started up for the league and stuff, and
hell yeah,
and they didn't charge us a league fee because we were helping them out with that.
Okay,
we were helping them out with that, and then like when they started charging us league fees again and shit, I was doing the stats for our team. Like I did all the stats like by hand and shit, like with pen and paper, dude. Like
hell yeah,
it was calculator and shit. Like because Google, you just look up formulas, you know. And I didn't have to pay my league fees.
That's pretty sick.
I didn't pay my league fee because I was keeping stats for our team. So my team manager, like I was kind of like the like nobody knows I'm the co-manager, but I was.
Okay.
So I was doing my thing too, but like I'm super behind the scenes. I've always been very behind the scenes. Like a lot of people don't know about a lot of the stuff I've done, except for like maybe my wife.
Okay.
You know, I don't think I've ever said that actually. Now that I'm thinking about it.
It's just cool to even get the history of the Pomona League in general, because I've heard about the Pomona League.
Yeah.
Is there still a league that plays down there? What is that?
It's the Aztec League.
Yeah, okay, but what about the one that the Z Fighters play in? What league do they play in?
That's the Pasillas League.
Where's that in?
Covina.
Okay,
Covina,
that's in Covina
area.
Okay.
Which I think used to actually be the Heredia League.
Okay. Heredia
League was like Baldwin Park area and all that.
Okay.
Just west of that, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. It might be Scabble.
Yeah, Scabble's Rancho, Norco, that's Aloma. Pico
Rivera.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. I can't believe Scabble, like, you guys do the thing and then you guys were just like not really knowing about Scabble.
I never knew about Scabble. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we knew about the Fiscalini League. We played in the Fiscalini League.
We were about to go to that league.
Yeah, IEABL or something like that.
Yeah, because the field, I've played a few games there, and back in Colt, and it was a pretty cool field.
Pony.
Well, Colt's 15, 16.
Yeah, but it's Pony League.
Yeah, Pony League, because Pony goes around.
So Pony, I mean, it's like that's where the fucking dogs come from.
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Like, we've talked about it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You were probably like, yeah, goddamn right.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah. I'm telling you, dude, I hate Little League for a reason.
Me and Biggie played Pony and juniors at the same time. We were a trendsetter over here. And yeah. We felt pretty sick.
I tried doing that, but I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know. My pops was just like, nah. He probably just didn't want to be driving me around all over the fucking place.
I mean, I baseball like every day for like a long time in my life.
Yeah,
I was just like, shit,
dude. There was a time I played with the scout ball team, the Tiger scout ball team in Lake Elsinore on Wednesday nights. Like I would come out of my high school practice on Wednesday nights, and then we'd take off to Lake Elsinore and have like scout ball practice, you know. And then Saturdays was like Babe Ruth League, and then Sunday was scout ball day. Scout ball is fucking weird.
We did a scout ball Sunday for the travel team I played on after going into high school, and then I stopped playing because I played on like a lot of travel ball teams. But the team I had the most fun on was this Fontana team called the Inland Empire Rough Riders. I played on that team.
Interesting.
I played on that team for like 4 years. And it's a pretty fun thing.
IE Rough Riders. You would love the OG Rialto Renegades.
Rialto Renegades.
We had our just like a basic mesh dark blue with red script. You know, you have the red script and then like the swoosh underneath.
Oh,
it just said Renegades.
Oh, that's sick.
But we had a white top that it had the Rough Rider R on the chest.
Okay.
Sexy, dude.
Oh, I love that shit.
Yeah, it's sexy shit.
I was almost gonna play on the. Was it the Fontana Express or whatever? Yeah, they're like
that's past my time.
Yeah, but I thought the Rough Riders, Badlands. I played on a lot of our city one was the Upland Hurricanes.
Oh, okay.
And then the IHN Warriors if you were rich. And then there was the Knuckleheads in Upland too. And then there was the Hooligans that were like a later part of there. Yeah. But yeah, it was like different like eras. But yeah.
Dude, I used to play a long time ago. I played on the Moreno Valley Mavericks, which is how we played at Sunnymead Park for the longest. Played on the was it the I didn't play on the Terror. It was the High Desert. I don't even remember. We played against the Fontana Mustangs a lot. We were our travel ball team ended up being the Rialto Renegades. I played with a team in Southgate.
Okay.
Dude, baseball. There's a big ass park in Southgate, dude. It's fucking huge. They got maybe 10 fields that can host like an adult league. Yeah, like I've always been curious. Like, is there a Sunday league at Southgate Park?
Oh,
dude, there are some fucking savages out there, dude. Like, if you've ever want to play some like competitive baseball, like those motherfuckers are good.
Hell yeah. So
we would play like on a weeknight league. We would leave our high school practice and then we'd go play on a weeknight league over there. It was wild, dude. Like we'd be stuck in traffic and shit on the fucking 605 getting onto the 91, all that bullshit. All the way to fucking Southgate. Like, dude, baseball out there, legit. We were playing in a Whittier league. Like it was like a Sunday league, Whittier league as like for teenagers. It was weird. It's like a travel ball, but not really. Like I've been through it, dude. I fucking been through it.
I know the grind. We played at because I played on that Fontana team, the Rough Riders, for like 3 or 4 years, and we played like at these fields in Fontana, like Jack Bullock Park or whatever, and Veterans Park.
Yeah, Veterans
Park was our home field, man. And it was
Veterans Park is brutal.
Dude. It is brutal, dog. And that was our fucking home field for like 3 or 4 years. But then, like, obviously we weren't playing there. We play our games there, like, but we got to do like Big League Dreams and shit like that. And it's always pretty funny to see like how much fun things I've done growing up playing baseball. Yeah. But the most fun I've ever had is playing on this team that I play for currently, of course.
Of course, definitely.
So much fun.
Sunday ball's always been the best, dude.
It's so fun.
Yeah. Because a lot of it, too, is because, like, it's for me, it's always been down the street.
Oh, yeah.
I played a lot of our games down the street, man. Love it. Let me see. You want to move on to the next one?
Of course.
So, Joel from the Austin Baseball Club in the Austin, Texas. He says, fuck the MABL Austin Generals.
Damn.
They're too scared to play the Austin Yardbirds. That's a dope name.
That's a sick name.
The Austin Yardbirds Sandlot team.
That's pretty fucking funny. I mean, just hearing the word Generals on this podcast is kind of funny because there's that other team.
The OC Generals.
The OC Generals, right? That this fucking Fitz has a fucking beef with.
I don't know why.
I don't know why. I really don't know why, but I made a meme. But like, still, like, I really don't know why.
Was that the one on the stadium? The stadium board?
No, that wasn't me. I made like a thing where it was like the Shrek thing. It was like stop being scared of competition or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But like, I mean, I really don't know. Did they really drop divisions? I don't know. I don't know really anything in that because they're not in the MSBL, so I don't know what's happening over there. But I just heard that. But that's pretty funny though. The whole Austin thing. I love that this is getting out to
Austin, Texas. Shout out to Joel. He actually won the how do we do it? We did do you have a pet or a dog with like a human name? Yeah. And I think his dog, I don't remember what his dog's name was. Like
Scott or something. That's like
Scott.
This is my turtle named Scott.
This is my turtle Scott. Yeah, but dogs are so grossly overrated. That's just me. That's just me talking shit. Let me see. Next one, JB Baseball. That's Jeff Briones. He actually sent some of the DMs, which I need to like look up because it's actually pretty good, which it pertains to all of us. The second I find it, here it is. He says the PCBL versus FBL tournament.
That'd be fun.
So he says he had actually mentioned it earlier in the week. He said, I already told you, but put it out into the universe, see what comes back, plan it out. So basically he says the Pacific Coast Baseball League and FBL, top four from each from each top division, right?
So
a tournament. Hold on, tournament sounds. I know where you're going with it. Yeah. Tournament sounds like absolute fire. I'd pay money to watch or participate in that shit. Has to be the roster of any player that has played with those teams over the last 3 seasons. This way, you can verify rosters for any random ringers. Make it happen. He says, I just want to see the top 4 from each league to play in an 8-team tournament over 3 to 4 days. Brackets done by results of the regular season. But I did mention to him, I said, look, Upland Mets didn't finish top 4 in seeding because it was like a 3-way tie, right? It was something like that. But they 2-time champs, back-to-back champs, defending champs. So what do you do with something like that? You know what I'm saying?
I think even though like seeding, it doesn't matter. Like, because we've been first seed in places and like this and like that. It really, because baseball is so interesting. You never know how the season's going to come out. I think if you just do just like a vote on who would be a top 4 team, I think it's no question. I think we're the best team. But the top 4 from our team would obviously be Mets, Royals, Tropics, but the 4th team's interesting.
Yes. That's true. It is.
But
very
I think those are the top 3 for sure, like when everyone's on their roster. But it'd have to come down to like the Pride are pretty good, the Reds.
Yeah, so you said Tropics, Royals, Mets.
Yeah, and there's like a toss-up because like the Sun Devils I know like lost players. But the Sun Devils are like a good freaking team though.
Yeah, that 4th team is interesting.
And like I know the Brew Crew are new. I want to see more about them. Also, you could say the Hammered because they're like in the championship over there, and they like really were literally beating the Upland Mets away from getting into the championship against the Tropics. Yeah, like in the spring. So the 4th team could be a toss-up between a lot of teams.
Yeah, and that's what's interesting. Have a tournament for that.
Yeah, have a tournament for the 4-seed team because there's some good teams in this league. But I would say I'd say for sure 3 are those 3: the Mets, Tropics, Royals.
Yeah, and that's your raw roster, like because like I know there's teams out there. I don't know if they'll do it out that way, but like there's gonna be teams that are like they're not gonna stay true to their like just say you play with us, man. Like I mean, no, I get you. Yeah. I mean, I've played as a fake person myself.
I have to.
Yeah. You know, like when you're like you're older, but you play down. Like
yeah,
you play down
yes. No. Actually, me, Ethan, Colby, and Riley played on like a 16U team when we were like 19.
Yeah.
and I played against the Rough Riders.
Oh shit.
And the guy looked at me. He's like, "You look familiar." I was like, "Oh no." I had a red man in, like 3rd. And getting a ground ball at like a 19-year-old against a 16U team, I'm just zipping it to 1.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just like using metals because I was using woods for like 3 years at that point, 2 or 3 years. I'm just piecing the fucking ball. I don't think anyone touched Big E. Like we were just like bigger than everybody else out there. Man. It was fucked up.
That's fucked up.
We did pretty good though.
Yeah, I've played as a former professional. Yeah. He was a professional. Like now he's played professional ball now, but like at the time like he was still like 15. I was like, oh shit!
Oh yeah!
Like later on, it dawned on me, like, damn, I played as you.
Yeah, that's
like you're the one in the bigs.
That's funny.
Yeah,
that's funny. Who was it?
Fuck it. His name's Efrain Navarro. He played. He played first base for the Angels. Minor league system a lot. I mean, but Pujols was the first baseman at the time. I don't know what ended up happening in his career. I never really followed up, but I had played against him for a long time. He used to play on a team when we were on the Southgate team. He played on a team called the Maywood Giants.
Okay.
And so they ended up playing on a team called the Diablos, and they were like, "Hey, we need a guy, but you can play as." I was older, so it was like, "You can play as this guy," and it was Efrain Navarro. So look him up. I'm not fucking lying. He played in the Angel system for a long time. Lefty, first baseman. Yeah. So so that's what happened in my my life, I guess. It's always weird, dude, playing as somebody else. Let me see, where are we at? Moving on to the next one, Heart of a Lion. That is Milo from the Royals.
Okay.
The lefty stud.
Yeah, dude, he could pitch pretty well.
He's a fucking stud.
I wanted to face him because I told you, like, because we actually had a conversation about it. Like,
yeah.
Like, missed him, like, twice, and then I had a bunt, and it was a whole thing, and I freaking K'd against him, which sucks because I was just on his ass.
Mm-hmm.
But I was actually, like, when I was talking to go play in the MSBL for over this break, I wanted to face him again.
Right.
So I hope to face him again because I missed him twice, and he's a really good pitcher. He's a lefty. And he's got some good shit.
Yeah.
And he K'd me on that thing where I nearly did the fake bunt twice. Or I missed my bunt twice, and I K'd. It irritated me. And my next AB, I singled against Julio or whatever. But like, I really want to face him again. Like, with all due respect, not like I'm like, oh, I want to face him because no, he's a good freaking pitcher, and I like facing good pitchers.
Yeah, dudes that throw strikes, like
yeah,
that's
dude,
what you want.
He's good, dude. He's good.
Let me see. So he says, bomb bats or cheater bats swing real wood.
Well, I mean, he K'd me with my bomb bat, so
yeah, there's holes in your bats. Too.
Yeah, there's.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like bomb bats, I mean, they're composites. Like I think it kind of just boils down to like, do you want to spend a lot of money on woods in the long run, or just buy one wood right now?
Yeah, dude, I'm completely. First of all, shout out to Mike Gregg for freaking putting everyone on these freaking bomb bats in the league because now I don't have to go through 3 bats in a season.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I know, fuck it, I don't care. I'm saving so much more money. Yeah. Because, dude, I have, like, my garage is filled. Like, I've got, like, rid of, like, 8 bats, but there's, like, still, like, a shit ton of broken woods in there. Just because I'm like, should I do something with these? But I'm like, I'm not going to do anything with them. But, like...
You can make bottle cap openers.
Yeah. But now I'm just, like...
Hit a fit.
Hit a fit.
Yeah, hit a fit.
But, yeah, dude, I love the bomb bats. My bomb bat's sick. It's got my name. Yeah. Like, Trust the Process, American flag on it. Like, it's sick shit.
That's dope.
I recommend everyone get a bomb bat. Like, I know, like, he's very against bomb bats, but, like, everyone go get yourself a bomb bat.
Yeah. I mean, and I think just because they don't break, but, like, at least
break.
Do they hit true? I've never used one.
They hit so smooth.
Okay.
I've actually been, like, you know, just, like, getting fucking sawed off. Like, you know your bat's not breaking.
Right.
And it doesn't hurt as bad.
Right, and it's gonna give you like a little more confidence to like swing a little more freely.
Yeah, like see, I don't wear batting gloves. I have never worn batting gloves, so I don't have to like worry about just getting sawed off and like my hand like getting ripped apart by shreds of wood anymore. So I mean, I just love the bomb bat. It's way more smoother. It's easier on my hands because like my hands are calloused up. I've been using batting gloves since I was like 8-9 years old. Right. So it's just so smooth. There's like a connection with it. It feels so good.
Do you fuck with lizard skins?
I got mine shit gripped, ayo. But like
shit gripped?
Yeah, grip reaper. There's
grip reaper.
Grip reaper.
That's sick.
It is. There's but usually I didn't ever use my shit was wrist tape. Yeah. My bat was always just wrist taped up because I like the feel. But now like I was like my hands are just torn up.
Yeah,
like,
they get ripped to shit. Yeah.
Because I got calloused over the hands or whatever. But when I walked away for a year. And I was like hitting like twice a day and shit. Yeah. I had like blisters like the size of this on my hands. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get like my shit gripped like actually. Yeah. And now it's chill. So yeah, I like the lizard grip though. I like that grip.
Yeah, the lizard skins they're useful. Yeah, they're useful. I used to go raw with bat tape like.
You did too?
I used to go.
That's what I did, tape. Man.
But for a while we were playing metal. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like a broken wood didn't feel. I didn't know the feel of that. Oh yeah. But eventually, we all graduated to wood. We're like, fuck it, let's all wood bat. Mm-hmm. Who cares? So that's my little history.
I remember my first wood bat I broke. It was crazy. Because I was like, oh my god. Now I'm like, this is actually kind of cool. I mean, it sucked, right? But now I broke like 18, and I'm like, never mind. Fuck this shit. It's over with. It's not cool anymore.
I get you. Next one from Lil Rube. Mm-hmm. Lil Rube, Lil Rube.
Oh yes.
So he wants to know if can I hang the OG flag at the new bar since I still have it here. LOL. So
go ahead. I just I haven't like.
First of all, that's my motherfucking flag. Give my flag back. I mean, keep the Barstool flag. I had a Barstool flag and then our OG Bartolo flag. Put it on
that's sick.
Yeah. So the little sticker you see, I think it's right here on the back of my laptop. So I put that on a big ass flag.
That's pretty fire.
Which is like I wonder why have I never put the current logo on a flag? I don't know.
Yeah.
You would think it's so easy to do.
I'd get a flag.
It's stupid easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're gonna do Mets flags, Upland's team, and the most hated, and it's gonna be like
it's wildly so easy to do.
Yeah, Mr. Met punching somebody.
Mr. Met punching.
That's actually we had one of our buddies from
Mr. Met punching
Enjoy
somebody.
the Show, right? And there was Enjoy the Show is his company. He played on the Mets. His name's Freddie. He's from Pomona. And like the shirt on it, it's like the playoff run shirt, and like it's like him punching. He's like Mr. Met's chasing after the Reds mascot, punching him. And then like it's like them like because they beat the Hammerheads too. It's like them like what was it like spearing like a shark or some shit. And then like the other one was like them cutting down like a tropical tree.
Oh, yeah.
It was a hard shirt. Like someone's got it somewhere, but it's a sick shirt.
Yeah,
it's fire.
Yeah, I remember all those memes too. Like,
oh yeah,
some of these memes that Sunday Leaguers be posting, man. I'm just
my
like,
God.
These guys are fucking crazy.
Oh yeah,
like, they're all gonna fight. Let me see. Daniel D5. He says Royals are going undefeated. Bet if y'all want. Ooh.
I mean, they're definitely capable of going undefeated, but baseball's so hard to do
and I think this division is too stacked.
Yeah.
If it wasn't that stacked, I'd be like, yeah, for sure. But
I would actually bet the Yankees could go undefeated over there in Aztec, but it's so hard in baseball to go undefeated. They definitely have the capability of being a team that has the possibility of being an undefeated team. You get my drift?
Yeah, definitely.
But they're not going to go undefeated. It's hard.
It's difficult,
and there's so much good teams.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like every week's gonna be like a legit dogfight. It's like literally championship week every week this season.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
that's
like,
true.
Like we got the Hammerheads right out the gate, and like I mean it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, they'll give you a run for your money, man. They just want a fucking ball.
They do.
Let me see, last one unless I refresh. Stevie from the Tropics. He says, got to shout out the Tropics pitching staff. One of if not the best pitching staff in the FBL.
Oh yeah, they're for sure one of the best.
Yeah, they're fucking solid.
They've got some good arms over there, man. Some possibly future Mets, hopefully. You know? And that would just add to our stacked rotation. And
yeah,
that'd be nasty, especially in summer in the World Series time.
I know, man. That's something that we've kind of dabbled in a little bit.
Yes, we have.
Dabbled in the old World Series.
Mm-hmm.
They should call that shit the Classic, dude.
They should
call it the Classic.
Yeah, because it's like when I tell people, "Oh, we're going to the World Series," and it's like, but I mean, still, I mean, it's the biggest. It's like the mecca of Sunday League baseball. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wish it was called something else because now it's like, oh, I'm going to Arizona for the World Series. I'm like, oh, you're actually playing? And I'm like, no, I wish.
They should just call that shit the Classic.
They should.
The Classic. So NABA hosts that tournament in Arizona, but they also host tournament in SoCal every Martin Luther King weekend. It's called the California Kickoff, which there's a couple of teams playing in that. We won't get too deep into who's playing. I know the Platoon is playing in there. The SoCal Trojans, which I want to say Andrew Lane and
they're playing the SoCal Trojans.
Shaman Moss. They're playing.
We played
the SoCal Trojans. I never heard of them, but
we played them again. We played against them in AZ.
We
won 1-0 or 2-1. Yeah, Ethan threw a
Interesting.
CG, and I got the go-ahead RBI.
That's sick.
It was a hardcore game.
RBIs, bro.
Those
RBIs.
guys stack them up, baby.
Yep.
Those guys are good. They got some arms.
Yeah.
And so add those two guys.
And they're in shame.
Yeah, they're a good.
I
team.
want to say that they're playing in like the 25 plus.
Okay, yeah, because they have like a weird thing over there on the Trojans. They have like multiple age groups.
Okay.
So because they have like an old time team because they've got some like old heads over there, but like they have some young players, but they played at 18 with us.
Yeah. Also the if I Google this shit, the Hot Funk is playing. They're pretty much
The Hot Fuck are playing in this tournament.
Did I say Hot Fuck?
A Hot Funk. I think I said Hot Fuck.
You said Hot Fuck.
Yeah.
The Hot Funk are playing in this tournament. They're playing in like I want to say also the 25. There's a few. All right, I'm gonna just click on this shit. The 18 wood. The 18 wood open. Is that what it says?
The Pacific Tigers playing this one.
No.
I love their
the CBA Tigers are playing the Serpientes, Platoon, and the LBC Sunrocks.
Okay.
Which all four of these teams, I haven't seen really the Serpientes, basically a serpent and a snake. I don't know anything about them. I know the CBA Tigers, they're always good. The Platoon, arguably one of the best in SoCal, from what I've heard. I've heard also the LBC Sunrocks are fucking legit.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. I mean, it's a 4-team tournament. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird for me. But I mean, just
shit. Go out and play ball. That'd be fun. I wish we were a tournament team after our first season in the FBL. We became a tournament team for a year. Yeah. But we just like the idea of playing more every week.
Playing every week. Yeah.
And so now our team just does the season, and then we'll do the World Series. But maybe we'll do the more tournaments next year. But like. Strapped for cash. We live in California. We can't use all the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we're in Texas, maybe.
You need a sponsor, man. I wish I could sponsor you guys.
We do because we played some sponsored teams in AZ and we kicked their fucking ass, man.
Yeah, sponsored teams. Some sponsor teams are overrated.
Yeah,
I'm not saying all, but some are.
No, we've beat every sponsor team we've played. We've kicked the shit out of them.
That's sick. Let me see. This one is the 50. The 50 wood.
Damn.
The 50 wood. Bracket, I guess. There's 6 teams. The SoCal Titans 55, the Arizona Javelinas, the SoCal Indians, the Chi-Cal 50 baseball. Chi-Cal? The fuck is a Chi-Cal? Chi-Cal 50 baseball. Like just CHI.
Okay.
And then CAL 50 baseball.
So is that a part?
Like Chicago, California. That's
I don't know where that. No, it's gotta be something so simple, and then we're gonna go like, it's actually in this area, you stupid idiots.
Probably like Chino, California.
Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah. The AA Paving Nationals 55, and the Guaymas. So just want to show them some respect, show them a little love.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, I'm working my way down. 45 wood, right?
Yeah, 45.
Mexico, Obregon. Chi-Cal 45 baseball.
Okay, so Chi-Cal's got together.
The pool players. Come on. And the San Diego Stars.
I like the pool players.
Pool players, pocket pool. That's 45 wood. 35 wood. We got the Utah Blues, the Sonora. That's in Mexico. Sonora. The SoCal Titans, the Central Coast Outlaws.
Central Coast
Outlaws, not the Monkeys, not the Central Coast.
Yeah, I know.
Monkeys.
Every time we've lost to a team in big things, they've been from the Central Coast.
Tough. Cali Sandlot Crew, and the IE Space Cowboys. Which I think
we've played the Space Cowboys.
Which I think they played in the FBL last year in AAA.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Yeah. That team's either like a team around here. I mean, it's IE.
Yeah,
obviously, but like I don't know what league they play in, but I've definitely we've played them or we've heard about them because they don't sound new. Obviously,
yeah.
That's actually I wonder what league they play in. I'll search right now.
Yeah, we can look that up as I go through the rest of these because I'm getting to something. So the 25 wood, which has a lot more teams. The San Jose Marlins, La Onda Dirtbags, La Onda Don't Shine Shoes. You ever seen that?
Wait, from where?
Blood In, Blood Out.
Oh, dude, I haven't seen Blood In, Blood Out in like ages. Like I think the last time I watched it was like the first day of like junior high school.
He's like, La Onda Don't Shine Shoes.
Dude,
Ese.
Kimbo Slice.
Kimbo Slice.
Dude, we were like watching like Kimbo Slice videos like in like 7th grade.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
On my school computer.
And
like, why are these like kids wearing like these fucking white boys watching this dude Kimbo Slice just knock out people,
knocking motherfuckers out
in like a fucking boating area.
Yeah,
dude, that shit was so sick.
Wild.
I could watch those videos all day, man.
Yeah,
he would fuck people up.
So San Jose Marlins, La Onda Dirtbags, the Hot Funk, which they're teaming up with the OC Generals, the Venice Marlins. You got the Team West Coast. Aventureros, basically adventurers.
Can't find the IE Space Cowboys, man.
The LA River Rats, that's gross. And the SoCal Athletics, that is the 25 wood. 25 wood. So then moving on to the 18 wood rookie national. EC Royals, US War Dogs. I think you guys played.
Yeah, we played them.
Okay.
17-2.
Kern County Stars, which I think they're from like Florida or something. The SoCal Trojans.
Played them too in AZ.
Yeah. The Las Vegas Mastiffs.
That sounds familiar. I think we played them too.
Interesting.
That might have been the stadium game.
Okay. And then the SoCal Dirtbags.
That sounds familiar. But that sounds like every familiar. We're the SoCal Derby.
Yeah. So that is the 18 Wood Rookie National.
That's pretty good.
I gave you the 18 Wood Open already. And the 18 Wood American. Central Valley Giants.
Yeah, we lost to them. We lost to them in the kickoff like 2 years ago.
Okay. The OC Tritons.
Mm-hmm.
The LA Scrappers.
Okay, they seem fun.
They seem fun. FBL's own SoCal Brew Crew.
Oh, good for them.
Good for them.
Hell yeah. And go bring it home.
And the least liked SoCal Sharks.
I thought it was just Sunday League.
I just said least liked.
Yeah, I know. No, I just know because now they're doing this tournament, and they just said like it was just Sunday League. So I guess so you're doing more tournaments and like going to Arizona and doing all these things and like making content and just Sunday League. So I guess so.
So yeah, man.
Shit, I want the Brew Crew to win this one. I want them to bring it home.
They gotta do the job.
Oh yeah.
So the Brew Crew, I'm obviously my pick. Like that's the only team I genuinely know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take the Hot Funk in the other division.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take the Platoon in the smallest bracket, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. That's all I really know.
That's funny. It's gonna be my same picks just because I know them.
Just because we know them, yeah.
Yeah, just because we know them, and that's pretty funny.
Yeah. So let me see. The the SoCal Brew Crew is playing against the SoCal Sharks.
I like to see this game.
York Field, Saturday. What is it? January 14th. York Field at 12:30. York Field is in Whittier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
So
on a Saturday, nobody in our area plays on Saturday, as far as I know.
Think I might have to go see this game?
Yeah. I mean, I gotta see it, man. I just gotta see it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm at the point where like I gotta stop talking my shit and I just gotta go out and see it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
They have God, I'd like to see that game because I want to see the Brew Crew play more because they're a new team.
Mm-hmm.
I watched them a little bit, but I was just really talking to all the guys in the dugout because I stayed for your guys' game. But yeah, I mean, from what I heard, they look like they're pretty good, and I'd like to see them bring that home because I mean, they go win that shit and bring it here, then like, oh shit, that adds like to a whole nother thing of like how much good teams we have.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's pretty sick.
Definitely, pressure's on.
Oh yeah,
pressure's on. I mean, you're playing one team,
mm-hmm.
And then you're representing the FBL.
Yeah, that team is playing a team from the FBL. Now that I think about it,
that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, yeah. So that's interesting because that's a team from the FBL. And now, God, let's do it. Let's just fucking.
So yeah, if you guys want to go, show some dislike. I choose my words wisely, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big clout giver unless I feel like you deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything to say about any of that?
Of the situation?
Yes.
Between the Sharks and the Mets? Or just like in general?
That specifically.
You know what? We could talk about, first of all, so the guy's name is Pete, right? And by the way, he has phenomenal stuff. Like
as far as
like his content and stuff, like it's
1000% agree.
It's top tier, and I would never hate on someone just for the fact that they're doing content because I'm doing literally a podcast on Sunday.
Content is a fucking grind.
It is,
yeah.
and he puts out great shit. But from the things I've heard about him, mm-hmm. and like I don't think like first of all, it's not gonna be like oh no, but like it's like people think what I've heard is like he puts on like a show
mm-hmm.
for the camera and. Because I've never talked to the dude. Like, actually, I may have talked to him in Arizona. But yet again, because we were all just kind of chilling there. The dude seemed like chill. You know, mm-hmm. like, it's not like if I, like, and I love their jerseys and shit. But what I saw, and from what a few of the people, like, I'm getting shit from, like, other sources, too.
Okay.
Because, like, I've talked about, because I was like, oh, I'd like to go see the game.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I want to go see the Angels and them because I know those two guys those two teams don't like each other.
They don't, yeah.
They hate each other,
yes.
dude.
Yeah.
And me and a teammate were like, oh hell yeah, we're gonna go see this shit because it's fun. It'd be funny to go like watch a beef we're not a part of, and then
you're usually part of the beef.
Yeah, you're usually part of the beef, and then we got from what I saw is because I knew he got pissed, like at his teammates,
right,
and stuff, and that's not a big deal. But then like he tried to like play it cool like on like TikTok or whatever. I defended my teammate. Obviously, like you're gonna go with my teammate. Like even if he started it, I'm gonna back him up simply because he's my guy. And
so did he start it though? Did you guys start it?
I think he may have said a chirp, but I think he was misinterpreted because like you know we had a teammate say play us, and then another teammate said we all know what, which I think we all know what would happen if the Mets played the Sharks. Yeah. And then one of our players said, he said that, and then he called him a bench player when he's been the number 2 guy in the rotation.
Right.
And I was like, this guy K's everyone on that team. Like dead ass. Like not like dead ass, bro. And like I was like I just went there and checked him a little. Like not in like I was like, bro, like get some rings first or whatever. Just like fucking just talking shop, Yeah. Like not to like be like like I'm not disrespectful. Like,
I mean text on comment sections can be misinterpreted. Yeah.
It's not like if I ever saw the dude, it'd be like, hey, fuck you, man. Like, first of all, I like his stuff. So it's like, it's not like misconstrued as like, oh, I'm a hater because like you're, you have good content and my shit sucks. No. It's because like the Z Fighters, everyone likes the Z Fighters. Like they get well liked, because they kind of just stay out of it. But like, I mean, they were kind of like, I think our issue with them wasn't the fact that they were making content. And the Mets really didn't have an issue with them because they were pretty chill to us. But a lot of teams like from the area like that we know, like in the IE and shit, they were like kind of like, why is this team talking so much and they haven't won shit?
Right.
Like first of all, like we've worn the SoCal Sharks shoes. We talked before. We won in the FPL, even though we won in Scabble and won a NABA thing. We're already talking, but like we got shit on because we haven't won the FPL yet. And so they're first of all, they are fully. They should get their, they should take their licks, with all due respect. Mm-hmm. But don't like get pissed about it. Just like go win your Scabble ship, and like if you won that championship, then you could at least like. And then they were told like they said like, oh, it's Sunday League. I'm like, then why are you doing these tournaments?
Right.
It was just Sunday League. Like, come on now. Is it just for you to put out content, or do you actually like care about like how your team is and like how like all that shit is? Because they seem like when I went to the game, like all those dudes seemed chill. It was just like maybe this is like I don't know. Like I don't have any problem with them. Like. I would like to play the Sharks because I think it'd be fun. Like I'm down to play.
You think it'd be fun to mollywop them?
I'm down to
You're
play.
You're so kind.
Yeah. I mean, the Mets are down to play anybody.
Of course.
So it's. So I mean, I was like,
the Mets should play the platoon.
That'd be fun too, man. Like we're down to play anyone, and it's just fun because it'd be like, okay, the Sharks are very well known. But they're well known and they haven't won anything yet.
They're well known for probably the wrong reasons, maybe.
Yeah, so I think that's what pissed a lot of people off because like we kind of looked at them as like, okay, they're kind of like disliked too, and then like they're kind of like, some stuff happened like that, and it's just like, okay, I guess it ain't chill like that.
Yeah.
And then there's that whole issue with the tournament. I don't know the details, but a lot of people got pissed off about that tournament. A lot because obviously I'm just a player. I'm not like I don't handle money or shit.
Right.
So a lot of people got pissed about that, like called them like scammers and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know like about that because I don't know because I don't know anything like that. I'm not gonna say they are because that's just not what. But like they did get called a lot of names.
Right.
And I was just like, oh fuck, man, because that could have been like a whole thing for them to like. Hop into the community a little bit.
Kind of like where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah,
is that kind of thing? Yeah.
But like, I hope they're like, I do hope like I don't wish anything bad. Like if they go and win, and they start just a dynasty in the Scabble, that would be so good for the community because then they could be pompous or whatever and like say fuck you to all the guys who talk shit. They could come. We'll come to the FPL and beat the Mets and all. You're like, it could be like
it's like I wish a motherfucker would.
And it could be like somewhat like you could be justifiable because you are a champion. Yeah. I haven't won anything yet. Like we were getting shitted on when we were already 2-time champions. Like if we were getting shit on, you're definitely gonna get shit on. And like no one shits us on anymore. They just shit on our things. They know we can play. Yeah. But as long as you like, you could talk shit. You just got to back it up. And even if you don't back it up, just be like, all right, it sucks.
Just own it. Yeah.
And you can still talk shit even if you're not backing it up. Just own it.
Yeah.
Because if they won that Scabble championship, they'd probably be on fire right now on social media. They'd be going crazy, and I'd be like, "Hell yeah, these boys are!" And I'm a fan of like drama, so I'd be like, "Oh man, they're getting like popcorn comments. They're calling him a scrub. They're doing this, and they're calling all his teeth like they're saying they suck, and they're like coming back like rings champions, because the Angels, their Instagram was like, champs are back at practice."
Oh god!
I saw this from this. I won't say who did it, but me and my teammate were here.
Love it.
And so they got the last out in championship. And one of the Angels guys says, "Fuck these guys." And it was fucking so funny. I was laughing. Just me and my teammate Cody were just laughing so hard at it. Like, oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's weird to go to see other games that like teams don't like really have like that energy, but like that team that actually was a low-key energetic Scabble game.
You put 10,000 fans in front of that.
Yeah, because there was scout like the last team to really have energy like that, and Scabble was us because we've had this energy forever.
Right.
So it was cool to see but I don't know if those teams are truly like fully like given that energy, but like when we watched them, two teams hated each other, right? So there was it wasn't like crazy like an Upland Mets game where it's just out loud, but you could hear the chirps.
Yeah.
Because we were close enough we could hear it, but one of the guys said, "Fuck these guys," and it was just so funny because I could understand why people dislike the Pete guy 100%. Like I could get it, but yet again, like I mean, like I'm not gonna dislike him because people dislike him. I don't dislike him.
You can dislike him for your own merit, right?
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, like I think his shit's cool. Like I really do. Like if I saw him, like I'd be like, "Dude, your shit's pretty sick." But I'm like, we gotta win though. All in love though. All in love. Like for real. Like I'm not like.
Yeah. Because you understand the content grind.
I do understand that, and I understand like how hard it is to win.
Yeah.
And I understand what it's like to talk too.
Yeah.
So like as soon as they get like a championship, they have full right just to start talking shit. Like everyone could say, "Oh, it's not the FBL or whatever," but they are champions. Like just like if you want to say, tell the Yankees from there, come get over here.
Yeah.
Right. Like no one's saying that to the Yankees. Yankees aren't quite, I think, right? Some shit like that, but. If they win some over there, they have the full right to just be obnoxious.
Yeah.
Like we were. And they will do that. And I think that's something. It doesn't have to always be negative. It could be like, fuck the SoCal Sharks or whatever. But, I mean, if they start winning,
yeah,
it's funny. I mean, it works out either way because they're such a team where, like, if they're losing, it could be funny. But if they're winning, it could be also super funny. And I'm just stepping
kind of like trollish, right?
Yeah, because I'm just like stepping out. I'm looking back from like the outside in. Like I'm not even taking like my personal things, how I think about it. I'm just thinking as like a guy who loves the Sunday League community.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, oh, I love that. Like they like it's like the Mets. How the Mets just like people hate us and we just keep mowing over.
Yeah,
and like they could do that, you know. But if they just start losing, like it'd be like if the Mets like just lose every single game this year, it would be so funny to people.
Yeah,
and they're like, oh, I hate these guys, right? Like fuck these guys, right? Like that could happen for them too. But like it's like we're two different like dislike. They haven't won anything yet where they could be disliked on a level of, that shit.
Right.
But, I mean, I hope they do like. They seem chill and they put out content, but like go get your championships, bro. Like you don't have to be like that until like you gotta stay down until you're up.
Right.
Stay down until you're up. Keep making content though. Keep making content. Just like
I can respect it. Yep.
Just win.
Yeah.
Just win. And then like if you just keep losing, like you're just gonna keep getting trolled.
Right.
Like by like the people over here in the Sunday League community. But as soon as you win, there's gonna be like, fuck you, get over here. And it's just gonna bring everyone even closer together and it's gonna be super fun.
Yeah, and it doesn't help when you like self-proclaim yourself stuff.
Oh yeah,
it's like come on, bro. Like
yeah, it's
like first of all,
the CEO of Sunday League, right? The CEO of Sunday Leaguers, is that the name?
I guess some nonsense.
Because he's actually appeared in the group chat before, and in my
what group chat
in a friends one.
Oh
yeah, like the Mets one, just like this guy, because it was the most hated thing that they put on their Instagram pile that reached for, and we're like, right, and then like. It was like
laughable.
And then it was just someone sent it in there and it was just like, this guy thinks he's the CEO, and like I'm just like, whatever, it's funny because I know he's pissing people off. I'm like, oh shit, like his comment section's going crazy.
Then it's gonna get deleted. I mean, that's just facts.
Don't stop making content, by the way, Pete. Your shit's great.
I could get on board with that.
Yeah, continue growing the community, and who knows, maybe it's just like a revival story. Maybe he just like, you know what, this shit is for an act, and their team just like starts winning, and like he becomes like, who knows, maybe he does become like super well liked, and like see, 4 years ago I was the most hated guy on my team,
right,
and they didn't want me back, and I was like, and then now like I'm in a part of my life where I want to give people chances, and I hope he does like fucking do it, but yet again, He does getting the clout, getting hated on feels just as good as getting loved.
Right.
Like the Mets, we get hard off getting hated. Like for real. Like
gross.
so yeah. But yeah.
There you go.
So hopefully he never doesn't stop. But also I did hear a funny comment about Pete that you like. I think DH said when you guys were talking, we were like sick unfollow by the way, or some shit was like.
I said that shit.
Oh, it was you said it. I sounded like DH's voice for a second.
No, that's all me. That's all me.
Sure?
I monitor everything. I have eyes and ears everywhere, brother.
He was like sick unfollow by the way, and I was just like, oh, that's just funny.
Yeah,
because it was like so like in the background, but it
oh,
was
that's
still,
all me.
Because it was still like loud, but it was like in the background. Where it's like sick unfollow.
Yeah.
Sick unfollow by the way.
I think my only beef, like, it actually came from the Sharks account. It's like it came. It was like they were trying to promo their tourney. It's like,
yeah.
First of all, I've never talked to you. I don't know who you are, and you're gonna call your tournament like you got my shit's name in your tournament. Like, no. First of all, show some goddamn respect.
Yeah.
You know? And that was, I think that was just like, it wasn't even about like showing respect. It's like, who are you? I don't, like, you want me to promo your stuff, you're making money and I'm not. Like, that doesn't click in my brain.
Yeah.
You know? And it's not even really about, I do this shit for free, dog. Like, I give my time to everybody. DH, Fitz, they give their time to everybody, you know? And
absolutely.
And I think it's just like, hold on, man. Like, didn't even introduce yourself, didn't even compliment the content. Like, how do I even know you listen to our shit?
He saw Sunday League and was just like, oh, promote it. Like, it was very selfishly thinking. Like, I get where he meant,
and I get it because, like, I'm by nature, I'm a selfish person. By nature. Like, my wife will confirm that shit. She's probably laughing hearing this shit right now. And like, so, like, I when I see selfishness, like, I see it. It's like, oh, no, dude. Like, there ain't nobody's more selfish than me. Like, as far as, you know, with this shit, but you know, but like at the same time, like I'm pretty fucking giving. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So it was one of those things. It's like what, like it just kind of like rubbed me the wrong way, me personally. So if you want to come at me, you can come at me. Yeah, you know, talk to me. If you don't want to talk to me, then fuck off. But
yeah, I remember when you told me about that situation. I was like, oh shit, like
and like I was just like, nah. I talked to the agent Fitz about it. I'm like, what do you guys think? They advised me. And I was like, all right, perfect. You know, and so I just kind of left it. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing nothing about this. I'm just gonna leave it as is.
That's fair.
You know, so again, like I wasn't like, yo, fuck this shit, fuck that. Like the shit, just information just started kind of like falling into our lap.
Yeah. You know? yeah. I mean, it was kind of crazy because I knew who they were, but then like some like they played that championship, the World Series, they kind of like got like smoked, but like
kind of.
Yeah, and they like it's because I never really thought much of them. I just like, oh, that's cool. Like they're like in the area, you know, and they're like kind of like a famous team. This guy makes cool shit.
Yeah. And
then like more like because like everyone like in the community kind of like talks, you know, and like people know each other, and like everyone's like just said more shit, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of interesting, you know.
Yeah, I could tell you one thing is that I would never let a teammate of mine talk to me like that.
Yeah,
there's just no way. You ain't talking to me a certain way, like. You want respect, you got to give it.
I know
straight up.
It's got pretty heated on the Mets a few times with a lot of us, but usually it's just like it's heat of the moment, nothing too disrespectful. Like it's not crazy. It's just two guys just like bumping chests, you know, like it's testosterone, and they're just, you know, stupid guys. Right. But it's nothing like crazy. Like I saw like a very much like someone getting talked down to, if that makes sense. And I was just like, oh, I've never been talked down to because you kind of just like. They just kind of go at it like fuck you, right, and just like and get in each other's face, and you just separate them because it happens quite a bit. Like you're not gonna be on the Mets and not get into a fight with one of your teammates. It happens, but like 5 minutes later, you're hugging, just like, hey, let's not let this affect us. They're the enemy. Let's go kill them, not each other. Right. But yeah, I saw a lot of people were pissed about that shit. Like I was like, oh shit. Man.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. It was like it didn't rub that didn't rub a lot of people the right way, and so you know it is what it is. It's done. It's done, you know. But there's a lot of teams out there, a lot of people that want us to host something at some point in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like like a true Sunday League classic.
I think that would be very good. I think it would be really fun.
I think the problem is a team's availability.
Yeah, that's it.
I've always seen it as like, well, you can't have this team play that team because like they're in league and they're not. You know, so like. it's just difficult. Like a lot of Sunday leaguers are only really available on a Sunday.
Yeah,
you know, so it's tough, man. It's tough. It's difficult.
It would be in the perfect world, you'd be able to just like pit teams against each other. Like
I'd be like, you and you were playing today.
There's a few good games I'd like to see.
Oh yeah.
I mean, fucking maybe like Pride against like the Yankees or some shit like that.
That'd be a good game. Yeah.
That'd be a good game. Maybe like Hammered Heads versus what's like a team that's. I want to see the Brew Crew.
That'd be a good game. Yeah.
I want to see the Sun Devils at full strength. They got guys. Tropics at full strength. I'd like to see, like, there's just a few good teams, man. Like,
yeah,
fucking Sun Devils versus Dukes, maybe. Like, there's just there's so much teams in different leagues that you just kind of want to mix and match and play.
Yeah,
but
which would be great. I mean, and I mean, I would probably even pull a team up from like a AAA division, from a lower division.
Hell yeah,
just to see what would happen.
Like, yeah, just find out who's the second best team in this area, you know, because I already know who the first team is. Yeah, just settle brag.
You got a lot of teams out in the valley, dude. Like,
yeah, there's some good teams.
The Copenhagen's, the Royals. Shit, just off the top of my head, like again, the platoon, the CBA Tigers, the Valley Aztecs, like all a bunch of teams that are just out there just fucking balling and having fun.
We were gonna actually play the Copenhagen's, I think.
I remember that. The Royals and the Copenhagen's actually played each other today.
Oh, okay.
They ended in a tie.
Okay.
Yeah, so everybody balled out, and it seems like they were both missing players. Both teams were missing players, but just the fact that they ended in a tie, it's like okay, kind of like. Okay. Kind of gives me a better idea.
They're a good team. I mean, they're both good teams. So
yeah, and they play in different leagues. You know what I'm saying?
I like to see them too.
Yeah, it's fun, man. Like it's fun, just like interacting with everybody, dude. And like you start learning, you start learning people's names and like who's who here and there. You know.
Yeah, names pop out for sure.
Yeah,
because like everyone, you kind of start to get to know people in the league because we've been in the Sunday league for like 6 years now or some shit. So you just kind of meet a lot of people, 6-7 years. You just kind of meet a lot of people and you build like relationships with and shit.
Yeah.
Because like the Mets are super tight, but we've got friends like all over. As much as like people are most hated, like we, you know, I talk to a lot of people on different teams.
Yeah.
Just in general. In different leagues. It's fun.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. But I mean, Stino, it's tradition on this podcast.
Oh hell yeah.
To anybody on the show, that I got this ball, right?
Okay. Yes.
There's plenty of fun names on this ball here. It is my own little personal like collection ball. Basically, still the podcast. Every guest on the show gets to sign the ball.
Hell yes.
So I would appreciate it if you would do us the honor.
Of course.
Yeah.
I gotta find a good spot for it.
Any spot you want, man.
I'm looking at people I know. There's fucking top of lineup.
Yep.
We'll see. Fucking Brain number 12. Everyone's got weird signatures. I don't think anyone will be able to find my signature because I have a horrible signature. It used to be better. Just do it right here. I'll do a good one for you.
Hell yeah.
There we go. Just right there, an ugly one.
Ugly one.
Yeah, it used to be smoother, but then I just like remember like you know
oh nice.
You never pipe.
I see I see the JU. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when you pay for something and you do the fucking finger thing. That's what started fucking it up for me because I used to be able to do it like smooth. And then, like, doing it, it's just, like, my thing would go up. And, like, it used to be a J and it would be flat then the U. Now it just looks like a J and the U are hugging.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Hell yeah, man. Which, I mean, appreciate, you know.
Of course.
Appreciate you coming on.
Oh, hell yeah,
giving us your time,
Super
man.
Super fun time.
Yeah, dude. Definitely some fun conversation.
Absolutely.
Definitely a lot of potential for some more interesting conversation. You know,
kind
of dive deeper into like, you know, some more stuff, but you know, I want to respect your time. I've had you here fucking we've been recording for 2.5 hours, man.
Hell yeah, it's about to be 12:41 a.m.
Yeah, dude, it's been a fun recording for sure.
Absolutely.
So no, again, you know, follow the Upland Mets on Instagram. Any plugs, any shout outs you want to give?
Honestly, just follow the Upland Mets, man, because like my Instagram is just STINOUPCH. It might be plugged somewhere on the thing, but That's my Met account where I just fucking post stupid shit, not my personal. So you can follow that one and have some fun, and also hit me if like I said something that pissed you off. I'll fucking.
Oh yeah, myself. Definitely. And if you don't know where to find them, we'll be more than happy to send you in the right direction.
Yeah, I'm not meant to like piss anybody off either. That's just fun Sunday league shit. So if you did get offended, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I truly do apologize.
Definitely.
But I do look smug when I apologize, so.
Yeah, and shout out to the Hangdog Social. I apologize for not going today.
Yes.
It was my intention to go today, but I had some issue with my neighbor over here because she thinks my sprinklers are broken in my backyard. Little does she know is that my water line is cut in the backyard.
Yeah. We got to go to Hangdog
Jokes
Social,
on her.
man.
But yeah, no, shout out to the Hangdog Social. We'll be hitting you guys up pretty soon.
Absolutely. I want to go.
Yeah, definitely go check them out. Yeah, any last words, man, before we sign off?
Hey, just thanks for having me, and just hopefully it's a fun season because we got some dogs this year. So just simple like that. Go Mets.
Yep. Let's fucking go Mets. My my 3-time champ pick.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. You're the champs till you're not.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be fun.
All right, man. Well, thanks for giving us your time, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Thank you, man.
Don't forget your
Fees.
How much is it?
$5.
It's $5.
$5. You know what's funny? Actually, before we go,
Oh,
fees,
damn it.
There's some. I'm sorry.
No, you're
some
good.
league fees are like fucking 10.
Really?
Some fees. Oh my god, yeah.
Huh.
But yeah, I love at the FBL $5. I wonder what Aztecs is.
Who cares?
Yeah, fuck it. All right,
Fuck
$5.
it. So, catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget your umpire fees. $5. $5. All right. See you guys on the next one. Peace.